Yes, no, I see Mr. Karim becoming smaller and smaller in existence. What's going on?
He said he needed to grab something.
That fool is heading towards Mossfelfer as we speak.
Nonsense, he's just grabbing something.
It is not like we haven't prepared for this. What say, boys? Shall we start Operation Keep Your Friends Close and Your Enemies Closer?
As you say that, Abaddon, you hear a message enter your mind. Well, not enter your mind. Do you have a... No, sorry. Yes, enter your mind. Your tattoos seem to flicker. And you hear... Well, I think you already know what you hear, so I'm not going to tell you. Well, actually, guess I will. The message is from a elder from your village. It seems to be that Morotar has reached the settlement, and they are wishing, and that the elder requests your immediate your presence and Furies as soon as possible, by the will of Surtur.
Oh, that's really shit timing, guys. That's really shit timing.
Ian, do we just want... Never mind, I was about to say, can you ping where Furies is on the map? Furies is right here. I happen to see it.
Oh, yeah.
How far away are we?
We are at Elk Fort.
Oh, that's... Oh, wow, that's actually not that bad.
I was thinking the same thing, like, that's not that far. This is, however, is where Karim is going.
Ah, that's right on the other. Oh, fuck, son of a bitch. Hey, guys, I might have to get going, like the opposite way,
What's
like right now.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, you see, Morta just arrived in Furies, and my elders want me there, like, right now. As soon as
Right.
possible.
I understand. Okay, I'm catching up. That makes sense, yes, but, I think as quickly as possible means finish what you need to and then come. They also... I'm pretty certain they're aware that you do not have the capabilities of teleporting, so they're not expecting you there today.
Yeah, but I should kind of make myself on the way. That's kind of very important.
I do not doubt that, but I think that very important might be going on here as well.
Alright. Fair point. Yeah, fuck. Okay, fine. I'll help you guys, but I really have to hurry with this.
Yes. This may be quick.
Alright then, let's get going. Come on the double. And Abaddon starts sprinting.
Wait, before we go...
What direction?
What do you mean, no?
Do you cast something to prevent him from sprinting?
No?
Oh.
We're talking.
No.
Okay, so...
Guys, we really need to get this going. Come on, what's the plan? We gotta catch him, we gotta kill him, or what?
One quick second. Sardonyx pulls out a scroll from her bag.
Times I wish I picked up Calm Emotions.
It's about time to get started.
Yeah, it
She
is. Come on.
clasps her hands, and a white aura appears. And you notice above her, the clouds start shaping and reforming. And above a large cloud makes the word dusk. And under it, stop the bird creature. They are a fake at all costs. And then she stops casting as the words stay up there. Now we can get
I mean,
moving.
Karim's seen this.
If you see it, you see it.
If you are
it's behind you.
I'm just saying, if you're beelining it straight to there because you were worried about being interrogated, you're probably pretty linearly focused on Mossfelver. Just a thought for like continuity. There's no reason to look up at
Also-
the sky and be like, I wonder what's written in the clouds. When you're like, I need to
And
get here
you're-
so that I don't get interrogated and so that I can do this contract, which is apparently very important to them. I just think they wouldn't be like, I wonder, what color's the sky? Oh, look at the words! That does not make full
honestly,
sense
it depends
to
how
me.
big skywriting is, who sees it in his peripheral vision, like, point overhead. But I get what you're saying.
That's fair enough, too. I kind of forgot about the
Um,
objective scale of it as well.
Yeah.
As you're talking, it seems to be that the two members of the Blue Ravens who had run off just seem to turn quickly. It seems to be that they gave up for Rush. Clearly, they would not, it became clear that them trying to chase after the mounted individual was not going to work out for them, so they returned. As you were discussing all this, Felden kind of looks at you a little confused, and some of the Blue Ravens are kind of looking around. I would say that Felden speaks up. What is going on, Father? Why did... I don't understand. I think Attic was a bit harsh on. Sorry, from what I was just told by one of my friends here. I guess Attic was a little harsh apparently earlier to them, but I can't. Why would Korim rush off like that?
It's you knew him, right?
Yes.
Your group had spent time with him before.
Two separate occasions. The first was quite something. The latter was more of something. If anything, it was a traumatic experience for them. I would say we faced off against a very horrible hag, which we had fought many times prior.
It wouldn't have been. Oh, someone jog my memory. It was the one we came across, or almost came across, possibly Griselda?
That name does ring a bell.
Not remember Griselda. It was Grachilda.
Griselda,
It
yes.
was written on that well.
Yes, we have. Grachilda caused us problems many years ago. Yeah, the last time we saw Grachilda was a few years ago with the incident in well, I can't give my yeah, the incident
That's fine.
north of Stockline. It was in the Lost Bay. It was awful.
I see. So you're aware that maybe not. Maybe they act differently now, but during our tenure together, they were quite secretive and tight-lipped, no pun intended, because they have not any lips and they must scream. Thank you. And they didn't really tell us much, and when it seems Miss Attic pushed for information in a forceful manner, it appears that they fled. Here's what I know. They are here to broker an alliance between the continent of Gress? Which?
Gresshelm. There's an island called Gress. Island works. You can call island, but it
Okay.
covers
The
Jarlum
island
of Gresshelm covers way more than just that.
between the occupation of Gress and Dorak's forces. and they were brokering a peace agreement between those two groups. Objectively, I didn't really care about that. I think it's bad for the majority of people, but my concern up until this moment has been getting to you. And frankly, I'm fine now that I see that you're safe. Or, I guess, alive and well. I don't know if safe is the correct adjective in this scenario, but you are currently alive and well.
Safe is in this moment per se.
Yes.
Our ally, they go by Zelgath, in truth, has they're in the belief that there are some forces that are after us. One being their sibling, but I'm not sure how long that will be. But the more immediate is a very powerful member of the Soulquench clan is in the region, and I believe they're heading after our very own Zelgath here, but possibly also myself due to my circumstance. They go by I hate to say it, but Clamdar, meaning we are in a really bad circumstance.
Well, as I was saying, if given a night's rest, I can write a sigil that would allow you safe transport back to the city of Osk. Gaval.
I don't know how much time we really have. We were we don't know how soon they'll be after us. It could be in 7 hours, it could be then, but if they don't happen to get here by today, we could do that. That could function. That could work. I'm sorry, I'm just based on what my ally has told me, I understand that there's a great risk to them if Clamdar manages to get to us. They are a genuine force to be reckoned with from my understanding, albeit I've never met them.
Well, I do not know, well, much of what happened in your travels, even up until now. Why would they be after you?
My proximity to Zelgath would be one of it, but two is because I have well, how should I even go about this? Within me is Zignal. They are a Zalago, and they are the reason they helped me survive when I was in the Underdark, albeit the complicated circumstance of that is beyond what I would want to discuss here, albeit I'll say that my time in the Underdark wasn't merely me just running about and whatnot. There was times I was under the, how do I say this? I was captured by that known as Zinch, and that is why I'm in this current circumstance, perhaps. This is so much to talk about, but to make it simple is that Clamdar is mainly after Zelgath, but it's possible they know that I was close
You mean Zench?
to.
You mean Zench?
Nope.
Okay,
But
interesting.
it's possible they know I was in the presence of Zinch, and that is another person or someone they're after even more so, from my understanding. Them being after Zelgath is mainly a means for them to get to Zinch, from my understanding. I think it would probably be best for Zelgav to do the speaking on this matter, but it's... Zignal helped me greatly, and I don't want to throw them or a member of the Blue Ravens aside. That being said, getting relatively far away to Oscarval would change our circumstances a bit and give us time to deal with things to the point where it might not be no longer a threat. I can't speak.
Do it.
I can't speak for all of the Blue Ravens, though.
Yes, no, I love them, and I'm glad that they kept you safe. But at the end of the day, I only care if you're safe.
Well, I can't say the same about myself. I care for my own well-being, but I more so, I wish for Blue Ravens to survive and succeed. It means a lot that they managed to find me and that you have too, but I have no interest in throwing anyone aside for my own safety.
Not throwing them aside, I wouldn't say, but if they have differing goals and objectives, it's not unamicable to just go different ways.
Maybe some of them do, but I have no interest in having the Blue Ravens break up here. Sure if it's fine if we go to Oscarval for a little while. It's been a long time since I've been there. But
Yes.
I am what I am now. I am not one who stays in one place for long. That's what I've learned throughout these 6 years, if anything.
I'm just curious, physically and visibly, how does Felden appear? Like,
Looks,
if the Hero Forge model is him in picture of health, what does he look like now?
A little paler than normal. And they would probably have
Wounded, gaunt.
somewhat, not necessarily wounded, but they look a little more gaunt. But there definitely is some scars here and there that are a little ever present, but they're not like, they look like scars that are healing. It looks a little weird. It's like it looks like they have healed from injuries that could have happened in any time in the last few months or so. Who knows when? Maybe recent, but looks to have healed from them in a perhaps either unnatural or heightened manner. Albeit, I probably could have had you do a medicine check to get that answer, but I'll just do that. Yeah. They have a slight. There's some of their like the length of their limbs looks. It's hard to tell if they have what differences are fully present, but they do kind of have a little bit of a physique difference in terms of how you last saw them. They look more muscular, but also their arms look a little bit longer than you thought they would be. Like it's as if they grew a little bit, not too much, but enough for it's questionable. Like in a ways that don't make sense. Like their forearm being a couple inches longer than you remember it being, which they were fully grown by that point for the most part. So it's kind of odd for that to occur.
Listen, my boy, all I can do is lay the cards out on the table and tell you what I would like to do and see what you would like to do in turn. I would like to, in the next 24 hours, send you and anyone else who would like to accompany you back to the city of Oscarval to rest and recuperate to full health and allow you to leave at your own stead, at your own pace, in a manner in which you are best equipped to go back out and continue adventuring. And if that is a few months' time, I encourage that rest and recuperation and remediation. That is what I would like to do. And that is all I have a genuine interest in at this moment. I hear about this man named Dorak. He seems terrible. I don't care. I know Korim is going to Mosfelva to broker a trade agreement. I do not care. I understand there's danger in this continent, in this world, and I simply do not care. All I care about is allowing you to live safely.
Some of the Blue Ravens come like, oh, that's cute. Kind of look a little bit positive towards it, but others just have a gleam of like distaste towards you as you say this.
And I see the stares you may give me, and I do not mean I don't care objectively. I am not disimpassioned. It's just I am a father first and foremost, and you can detest me for it should you wish to. I would watch the world burn if it would keep my son warm. And I'd chastise anyone who called themselves a decent parent and disagreed.
For let's say what happened. I'd say that just check something quick. You see Frel go to speak up. I want to make things a little simple. I'm fine with your agreement and sending us somewhere. That works for us. And definitely can slow down certain problems. However, I think it would be worthwhile if some of us did go and do what they need by here. I understand Attic has interests in regards to Dorak, and that's fine by me. But my question is, will you draw this portal here, or are you heading to Mossfelver?
I'd have to spend a rest refreshing myself on the spell before I'd be able to cast it. It's not one I mentally committed to memory today. And I'm...
In that case...
So, it would be at the bare minimum 12 hours from now.
You see the figure with the triangular headpiece kind of move closer to you. And they reach out their kind of gloved hand to you. Almost to put on your shoulder, but not quite. And
I toss my son a raised eyebrow, like, should I reach out and take their hand?
The son, it's fine, just, give him a sec. And then you hear, in your mind, I can help with that. Would you mind if I can help you with that? Would you mind if I do so? I can restore some of your magical circumstances at a heightened rate.
Let me clarify to you, Ian. I need a long rest to change my spells.
I know.
I'm not lacking a spell slot. I'm lacking the spell prepared.
I know. Actually, I probably should have. I kind of I thought it was both for some reason.
No. I have a spell slot. I don't have it prepared, and that.
Okay.
I don't believe you can refresh my memory, but
I literally can. I literally can do that.
Oh. Felden
speed up.
seems to trust you, so I believe, okay, I'll put trust in you as well.
Go to the tent on the left. Raise your head. I will deal with you there. It would be of your best interest to close your eyes and just accept. And if you, yes, go in the tent on the left and close your eyes. I will deal with things in there. Would you mind? I'll be as gentle as I can. As gentle as I can.
Sorry.
And this is all telepathy, by the way.
Yes, no, I've realized that.
Very flattering, but I'm a married man, you see.
Looks to you because they don't hear what they're suggesting, but they see your reactions.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm responding out loud. So they're hearing a one-sided conversation, everyone else. So I have no reason to just think or mind you. I don't. It would only. I'm not certain what it is you are offering to do, but I don't believe we're so currently pressed for time that I need to attend to a tent with just you and I, where you'll be gentle.
Mate, have you lost your fucking marbles? What are you saying?
Abaddon?
Yeah?
Out of character. This man talked to you in the very same manner, if I am not incorrect.
Via telepathy, yeah.
So this is not unheard of. Just
True,
for reference. So
it's more the response that you gave that is confusing to him.
Okay. I'm just making sure that I'm like, you have a little bit of context here.
Oh, by the way, after a little bit more of this, we'll go back to Snowcat and all that.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. We will go back to that one for quickly.
No, guys, we kind of need to get to a point here, because he's getting away, I'm supposed to go somewhere else, and right now we're just standing around with our thumbs up our ass. So what are we doing?
I can only speak for myself. Just to rest and cast my spell.
Okay, you're gonna stay here and relax.
Attic kind of looks to you, Abaddon. If you are to leave, I want that axe. However, I want that axe. However, given circumstances, I would be willing to go along with you, at least to some extent, as it would allow me the means to possibly go to Furies. I'm not sure if I fully wish to do that, but on the way, it would have reason. Oh, sorry, wrong. I have reason to wish to visit Fuel to see if any of the refugees ended up there. Fuel is an ally of the Old Order clan, and and they would be of use. We could, if we rush today, we could fuel by nightfall.
Okay. You're not getting the axe back now. You're not gonna get it up until Durak's head is mounted on my wall as a trash can.
To be clear,
Yeah?
do not threaten me.
I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you how it is.
Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna kill you. You're gonna get the axe back later.
I feel that you should consider the fact that I'm willing to go with you, even if you have me this axe back now. However, I am no longer in a circumstance where I feel like I should honor this. It is clear to me that if I had that axe, I would have had a greater chance against my battle with Dorak. Many of my clan is gone.
You
Considering
ambushed the
just
fucker.
abandoning your friends to return to your clan after all this.
Do
I
not
made choices in the past
fraternize
to
me.
do it.
Do not fraternize me. I'm not going back on a whim. Alright? I'm not going back on a whim just because I feel like it. Don't ever say that again.
In that case, I had
You can
perhaps
travel
I'm
with
too
me.
emotional in this moment. I understand what it means to have duties to one's clan. I understand that well more so than most, I feel.
I apologize for my outburst as well.
Again, if you wish for me to follow you, I may, since it's quite dangerous and I benefit from doing so. Or more so, my clan has a benefits. But despite everything, I also know that you and your group apparently had fought and co-ran. I do not view you as some just single unrelated person. You've made your case related. Okay. As you guys were discussing that, back to the other group, or not back to the other group, but back to Lawrence and all that. What do you guys end up doing? You guys I take it, Norlis, you decline Zelganth on their offer? Or no?
Oh, no, he declines. That sounds weird, and no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. I hate that everything's always feels so time constrained. It stresses me out. I won't leisurely D&D. Stop giving me time restraints.
Don't worry, that's my plan.
I
for
say
some
the
of it,
couple.
how things will be more leisurely, but yeah, no.
It seems everyone has a heightened sense of urgency right now. I think that we just need to go and do a head count of who needs to go where.
We could, if anything, if you need to stay by here.
I don't need to stay anywhere. I can cast a spell anywhere. I simply need time to... I need a long rest, functionally, is what Norlis explains.
You see, Zelva kind of moves a little towards Felden, and Felden begins to speak to him a little bit, and then they kind of look to you. What? And then Felden begins to speak. Father, Zelganth here has the means to speed up that process. It helps us a lot. Why deny them that? Do you not? I understand that this kind of thing may seem invasive and scary, but it would help us a lot if they could speed things up in this manner. I mean, at least for you, but you could always ask for clarification. I understand that they may seem a little odd, but they really do mean well.
Yeah, I don't distrust their methods. They said that they could help me, and then they said that they'd be gentle, and that made my skin crawl. And I can't rationalize it any other way. But it's from what it sounded like, they were going to poke and prod my brain, and I didn't want that. If I could avoid it.
We can do it mostly via just being in your esophagus, but
You are not helping
keep in mind,
the case,
you're
my
talking
boy.
sorry, Father, I have a Zalago within me that has done such similar things already. I've gotten way more wacky situations. I literally crawled into the corpse of a mammoth the other day. Things are. Sorry, I didn't mean to speak.
Mate, you're not making your case any better.
Am I not?
No, my boy. You are just making me feel worse for not being able to get you sooner, because that's not a situation I would have wished upon anyone, much less my own boy.
I agree. It was not a not pleasant. I will be honest with that.
Yes,
But
no.
it was necessary.
Yes, and I could see how speeding this up may assist, but it is not necessary in this case. Nor do I truly want to invite respectfully, I think,
Okay.
is the best way to word it. I do not wish to invite again, respectfully, a parasite into my body.
Ecologically, I understand that is the term for that, but you could be a little nicer about it, per se.
Triangle.
Actually,
Just triangle, I suppose, because I can't quite tell Mr. or Mrs. at the moment. I truly did mean that as... I didn't know how to word it any better than I did. I did try.
Speaking to your mind, it is... how do I... It
I
is...
was about to say, didn't their voice sound nicer in the mind and gravelier when they tried talking out loud? I feel like you had that backwards.
I kind of decided that they can kind of swap it up. It
Okay.
chose to be all gravelly. But
Okay.
yeah, actually, that it has... I probably should have had them speak out loud. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna read it. Whatever.
That's fine. I was just saying.
It kind of morphed a little bit. But in the they begin to speak out loud. Actually, that is fine. I am Zelgav. That is what I've finally revealed myself to the party as.
Mr. Zelgav?
Mrs. I
Mrs.
go by she.
Miss. Okay, Miss
She didn't do the
Zelgav.
fun thing. I merely wanted to. I wouldn't. Yes, it would be direct that way. I can also merely go direct from the ear canal if the esophagus is poor, but it doesn't need to happen if you wish. However, I believe the perseverance of this group is more important than anyone's personal comfort. So, if you are so Servet, then do by means. But my goal here is to, well, as a current, is to protect the Blue Ravens, and I feel unhappy with your viewpoint in regards to the functionality of the situation in terms of that.
Miss Zelgath, as respectfully as I can say, I'm allowed to have boundaries and things I wish to do and not to do. I gouged my own eye out with my own bare hands to get here. Painstakingly gouged it out.
I have undergone worse things, but okay, I understand the circumstances. In that case, there may be a means we could,
No, I'm so sorry. I sacrificed much to get here.
I'll try to get in this, man.
I feel like I've been quite respectful to you, and I do not appreciate the dismissiveness of this.
I want to specify, I was going to say we could just go to Musfell, but I really do not, or do it here. I don't mean to cause problems to you. Sorry, I don't mean to cause problems to you. I am more so frightened, but is merely all. I have great interest in avoiding a meeting of the Slayer, per se.
Nornus is like visibly fuming a little bit right now. Like
a lot of Blue
like,
Ravens are kind of like, some of them look like kind of giving you like eyes like, okay, it's real reasonable, and others seem, you know, like, yeah, no, Nornless, you should just, you know, get over with and do it if you're gonna do it. Like, some of them don't seem to be as willing to kind of accept your limitations here, whereas others look a little more kind of like, okay, yeah, it's reasonable.
I kind of turn to the party like, am I being unreasonable? there's a visible expression you can put on your face to express that's the question that you're asking, and that is what Normalist does.
Okay.
No, you're in reason here.
It is only one's nature to protect what they love. But I think we have done a lot of talking here. The quicker we get things done, the quicker Sir Anglin can send his son to safety, and the quicker Abaddon can get to where he needs to go. As of now, I need to go to Mos Felford.
Is that like a need right now, or can it wait a couple of hours?
It is.
It's urgent, huh?
I would say Freld goes to speaking up. Yeah. Hey, I feel that's fine. Some of y'all go to Mos Felver. We'll wait out here. You can rest. Do that shit. If things happen, we'll stand strong. We're the Blue Ravens. We can do whatever. We got plenty of tents here for people to sleep. It should be good. Mos Felver might be a little safer, but it's also, from what I can guess, relatively packed. And something really weird's going down there. I can say the least. Given what I have an understanding of, says Freld, who is who to give context, Freld is the human roguish type of fella.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of forgot the voice I did originally for him many sessions ago, so I kind of guesstimating here.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go over to the other group now. You guys, in text, can kind of give me your answer for what you guys end up doing here. But I don't want to. Yeah, I will. Okay, so. Okay, so now, Corum, you have been going for some time, and I'd say that, because of the conditions of the area or whatever, and also just maybe luck and whatnot, I'd say that eventually, Snowcap, you start to see Snowcap in the distance behind you. Snowcap is making their way closer and closer to you.
That would be difficult, but I don't think that'd be physically possible.
Yeah, okay, sorry, I take it back. You see Snowcap, you're continuing going the same speed, you're not slowing down?
No.
Oh yeah, you're working with a creature that's not alive, so you don't really care about this. Okay. Okay, in that case, you see Snowcap in the distance. They are not getting that much closer, but they're very good, 200 to 300 feet away, and you're clearly going fast enough. They're not going to get that much closer to you unless you're slowed down by something.
Yeah.
Ahead of you, on this kind of, because you're now on the open tundra now, kind of got away from this hilly area. You see a small rock outcropping. And
Alright.
wait, let me just check on something real quick before I go ahead with this. Abaddon, do you still want to do this or no?
Like right now?
Yeah.
Fuck
Abaddon,
it.
go to Hidden Secret so we can have some time to discuss this real quick. Okay. Or not? You said fuck it? Okay, good. Actually, I do want to, yeah. Okay.
Fuck it yes or fuck it no?
I zoom.
I'm actually irritated that they're minimizing Normalist's struggles to get here. I'm actually a little mad.
I've got a question because I don't want to bring it up to you. How far away actually is this? Because I feel like I'm going very fast and a bit mental math.
Listen,
I might
man,
have gotten
during fucking TV shows, you sometimes have to have a long enough path, even if it's realistically only 20 minutes later in the fucking series, that things can happen from here to there. That's my mentality.
Yeah.
I
just
understand
mostly-
functionally, sure, you're moving 1,000,000 miles a minute, but things happen, and you have to role play in what's happening in the world. It has to take
that case-
ahead of from like mechanical speed at times. There's
Okay.
thematic speed too, you know.
Okay. Some changes happen. This is a little bit different than what I was expecting at all. Okay. In that case, yeah, you see a rocky outcropping, but there's no one really there. You keep going. I'd say that well, first of all, did you feel that me saying 300 feet is too little and it should be a lot more?
No.
Really? Okay. 200 feet too much, or is that?
I just meant in the case of like they wouldn't be catching up. They'd be probably maintaining the same like
Okay, because you're going pretty fast, so I can kind of you know, okay, so you start to after some time. Well, actually, let me rephrase this because I want to frame what is anyone leaving the sorry, is anyone in Flat of Elk Fort heading to Mossfelder currently, or is everyone just gonna wait?
I am.
Okay, how?
And whoever else is coming with.
Okay. Is anyone going with Sardonyx in I'd say that Zelgamp may
What's
consider going
Jevabu
from
doing?
extra-
I feel like we haven't touched
Yeah,
base on
Jevabu.
Jevabu in a minute.
Yeah, Jevabu. You haven't done much. I haven't heard you speak.
I feel like
what time of day is it?
3 p.m.
Yeah,
Probably
like 2,
about
3
3 4 p.m.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Attic, and say,
Oh, I just want a quick thing because I was about to go back to the other group and do a quick thing. But like, what you would be talking with Attic?
I just want to remind him real quick about the meeting and how to
Yeah.
meet it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do a whole thing. It's just gonna be real quick.
Attic would basically go to you and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry for talking to Abaddon like that earlier. I didn't want to deprioritize what we had discussed. Yes, I will just kill. I'm sorry about that confusion. Yes, in that case, yeah, we can discuss some now and a little later, but yeah. Okay, back to Corum and all that. Corum, you start to. So some time passes with the main group, and you guys are in Elkfort. Sardonic leaves, and now as some, let's see, I'd say around
does Jevabu go with
2
them?
hours.
I'm curious. I
Yeah,
feel like that was like what we were heading towards, but they were kind of cut
Jevabu,
off.
were you?
I think that's
I
what they're
assumed
leading
Jevabu was
towards.
staying in Elkfort with so they could eventually talk to Attic. I thought that was the idea. Right or no?
I don't know yet. That's why I was waiting
Yeah.
for them to talk.
I thought Avic was coming with me.
I also thought that.
Wait,
Attic-
where's? Yeah, what?
It's
what's
more than
Attic-
just a
what's
party
Attic saying?
deciding like what are the Blue Ravens
Yeah,
doing.
you know what? Yeah, I guess Attic could go. Actually, now I think about it, yeah. Attic could go. If Attic went, would you go? Jevabu?
Yeah.
Okay. Attic seems to talk to Blue Ravens a little bit, discussing some things, and then aims to go and state. They look to Abaddon and they're not sure what to feel, but they hope Abaddon. They hope that certain things preside. They look to Nornalis and say, if you can convince Abaddon to do what's right in regards to that weapon, that would be cool. But do as you wish. And they start to kind of switch around a bit. They're just actually yeah, Abaddon. Actually yeah, sorry. Attic does not have a mount anymore, so they'd be walking. Jevabu, would you go with Attic if they went to Mossfelder or no?
Yeah, it sounds like most everybody's going to Mossville.
Yeah, except for Nornless.
And Abaddon.
Yeah, never done.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Sardonyx, what do you do
I'm
with your
gonna-
guards?
Me?
Yeah, what do you want the guards to stay at Elk Fort or
Oh, they would be coming with me.
to protect against any potential? Okay, all right. Okay. So now let me finally get back to. Yeah, this is a little wild. Okay. So within. Okay, question for Corum. How fast could you get through like 8 miles? Going
8
your speed?
miles. In 10 minutes, I would be like 3.5 miles,
Okay.
and then my spell would
Alright.
drop,
Oh.
which would cut my down
Oh,
speed drastically.
Oh, your the steed spell?
Yeah, no, my move faster spell.
Which
Okay.
one is his retreat?
So
Yeah.
in that case, in like an hour or an hour and 10 minutes or so, you manage to get to like the outskirts of Mossfeller. Maybe this, maybe it could be less time actually. I forget. But you manage to get there, and you see someone standing out waiting for you there. They are I will post their image in the Discord real quick. Where was it? Here we go. They seem to kind of see you, and they try to hail you down. Based off the description you were given, you would believe this person is Oglaf.
All right.
Do
Corum
they
will,
give you-
slow down to, meet them.
Okay. They also see in the distance. Okay. Snowcap. Did you continually just? Were you continually following Corum this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys would see, Snowcap in the background. Okay. Oglaf kind of looks to you. Seems to be a little awkward, but I got your message. Things are a little weird around here. We've made a treaty, agreement that, simply put, anyone within. I'll move you on here for context here. Within the shamanic walls should not cause any fighting amongst other groups, meaning this area is a pacified zone of sorts legally. It's very odd, but everyone's on okayish terms here. Because if they don't, there's a fear that the Frostpick will do shit and more Frostpick will arrive here and bad shit will happen. I will give you an option. Are you ready to do Are you ready for peace talks tonight, or do you wish to wait a night? This may take multiple days depending on the circumstance.
And preferably I'd rather do it right now and get it over and done with.
Okay. Have you made any changes to it at all?
No.
Okay. Would you mind if I read through it?
I mean, sure, he'll take it out of my head, so...
Okay. I just need to go through it a little bit. Do you have any reason why you feel like it would be problematic or bad to make Mossville an exception as per rule 2?
I see no problem with that.
Okay. Would you make that change?
I can't really do it right now, but sure.
if you could write it. I mean, I can. Okay, we could do it before you do it as soon as possible, or before people see it, I would say. And you didn't manage to get any people employed on it, really?
Yeah, they just wouldn't sign the contract.
It seems odd. I view you as so much trustworthy. Okay, well, yeah.
I mean, saves gold.
Okay, okay, well, you get in the village. Things are a little weird, but yeah. I'll follow suit and we can get the thing set up to get everyone where.
Oh yeah, the messenger that was sent out is like behind me, by the way.
You didn't happen to, by the way, meet with any from the Sunder clan, did you?
Like on the way here in general.
In the last week or so.
I mean, I met one fellow.
Who?
One Abaddon, one blue tiefling.
Oh, I don't know him. Okay. There's some here earlier. I mean, they're probably gonna leave soon, but if they know it, they seem to have mentioned there's some talks about things, and I'm afraid they might have met you prior, seen you. I don't know. They were in place of Nor. I'm not fully certain though, because of some stuff, and I don't know if they fully know that you're the person. But yeah. Okay. Got right this way. Let's go to All Recall, and we can set things up. Yeah.
All right.
Snowball, you get here next. Not Snowball. Sorry. I don't know why. Was your name ever Snowball in this, Snowcap?
Nope.
I do not know why I was thinking that. Okay, Snowcap, you quickly arrive and you see Korim kind of moving into the settlement. You would quickly be able to catch up to them at this point because they're assumedly walking now. There is some guards, but mostly the settlement's kind of as you quite remember it the other day. It's a very awkward circumstance where there are some Goliath refugees who are not really allowed in the wooden walls of the settlement, but are allowed here for a couple reasons. There is the Frostpit clan who are here to here for the peace treaty more so, and then there is the actual people of the settlement of the Aslog the Aslo clan members of this within the wooden walls of the settlement, and things are tensions are clearly high. Do you try to go directly after Korim, or what do you do?
Yes.
Okay. Korim, as you're getting close to All Recall, behind you see well, simply put, Snowcap. What do you do? This person clearly had chased after you a bit and seemed to have been from here.
Good job, you did your job as a messenger. Like, do you need to keep following me?
I'm very interested in these peace talks.
Good to know. I'm not sure if they'll allow spectators.
You would know, Snowcap, that from what you've heard is you probably would be allowed in here.
Yeah.
You know that there's being into the hall, you can definitely be in there. Certain other people can't, and it's a really awkward circumstance, but you can definitely be present for this. You have a high enough ranking here, and you were definitely like the clan here would defend you if there was any case in which people want to argue you shouldn't be present.
I am allowed inside.
That's good. Like honestly, I mean, I'm kind of here to do my job and leave. Oh wait, yeah.
I'm also here to do my job.
And I should do that and amend the document and whatnot. I need a place to sit down and write for like a bit.
You see, there's plenty of spaces for you to do that. Some are a little more private, but the hall is largely an open space. There might be some small like side rooms by the entrance or like house like locations. And you could ask Snowball if they have not Snowballs. Why did I go for it? Snowcap if they have a resident you could, or like you could just do it outside. But there seems to be the hall itself is a place you could do that. It just the privacy of it is a little uncertain.
I'll amend this in the hall. You can follow me if you want. Then Corum will enter the hall.
Okay.
I'm also in the hall, just...
Alright. You guys enter. So you take some time to amend things, and I can show you what the hall looks like a little bit. I might change a little bit to who's in there, maybe.
He'll also be amending it and adding a point that he needs to be safely transported to a port. He's going to add a part that states he needs to be safely transported to a port.
Okay. Well, this place is a port.
And given a passage on a boat.
Okay. Okay. But you see the general area. There's a couple people moving around. You see some somewhat familiar faces from the people that were from the Sunder clan. Albeit they never really talk to you, but they kind of look at you a little odd. There are some people who you also seem to recognize. At least one of them from that hall too, back in Nor as well. And they give you some odd eyes. You see quite a few, and there would be some more, even more Goliaths back here, kind of back here. And then there's a position with the some of the people from the Aslog clan. I'm moving about. But yeah. We could put you over, you probably could end up being over here or something like that. But as you kind of enter, people kind of look around a bit, and I would say that, Golaf would kind of go to you, Corum. Would you mind if I introduce you to folks and let you know? Because currently they don't know they don't fully know what you look like, so they might not realize fully that you are the lawman here. They don't fully know like you're the lawman here.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that I'm with Quorum probably adds to its credibility of being allowed in here.
Yeah, it certainly would. Okay. But you see Golef kind of discuss it with some people, and they have some eyes raised. One person of note that you kind of see, Corum, is there's a relatively large figure. You know what? Yeah, they could be practically side class. Yeah, they're like, you see a Goliath, which has to be like 11 feet tall, wearing this like armor made of like hard iron and steel, and this helmet, this simple helmet that has these huge moose horns extend out from it. And they seem to kind of gaze in your direction. It's probably not given what okay, Corum, have you heard the name Hergank before?
I think so, yeah.
From whom?
It's one of the things I think I've heard it, but not in detail.
Okay. You would get the understand that Hergank is one of Dorak's like men, like one of their leading like people of their kind of faction. As in, Hergank is, maybe you could view him as a general, who knows what, but Hergank is a powerful person working under Dorak. And I think you probably would have heard the thing about them being the new Moose Knight. I think that's a thing you would have heard. I could be wrong on that. There could be as in, I think did the refugees near well mention that or no? Otherwise, I think you might not know that.
No, you wouldn't know.
Does anyone remember that or no?
I don't think they did.
Okay, in that case, you might not know that aspect. Okay, but they do have a similar dress to some extent as Matic, in the sense that they're going for like a moose getup kind of. Okay. As you guys start to make changes and things, time passes and people start to kind of prepare for a meeting. Like an hour passes, and now, Jevabu, Attic, Sardonyx, and the guards of Sardonyx would arrive to Mossfelver. You guys would see what appears to, I'll kind of give a description of it. Let's get some little different music for this. Little jolly for now. You see what simply is an odd settlement. The area has an initial like kind of ruinedy wall with some weird stones surrounding it. Then an additional like ruined but old wall, and then finally a wooden wall surrounding a small village, a fairly small village, with one fairly large building. The area is by the coast, and you guys can kind of see shorebirds a bit. And as you kind of get near, there's some guards that kind of try to look around a bit. And walking out from one of the main buildings, you see a person that walks all the way up to kind of close to where you guys are as you enter. And they appear to have like they're shirtless with some green tattoos on them and a blade on their back, and they kind of look to you. Hello. Who might you be? Sorry, who might you be? Hello? Any of you? He looks to Sardonyx. Do you say anything, Sardonyx? Oh shit, did my internet go bad?
No, I can hear you.
I hear you.
Okay. Or they kind of look, they look generally to any of you. Do any of you respond to them? Are you just waiting for, if no, I guess no, okay.
No. Okay. No. I was
Or-
going to do something before we even got like
I'm sorry,
to
I didn't give you a
the
chance to really...
outfits.
Okay.
Okay, so before getting to the outskirts, in a sense, I would have used the sky self to turn into Korim.
Oh.
I think
Okay.
you might be too tall for that.
Yeah,
Dude,
actually,
I
you're
said the
just
sky
like,
self.
does Sky Self change your height that much?
By 1 foot.
Okay, yeah.
Coram's a
You look
short
like
guy.
a tall Korim.
Hold on. I want to see how tall I actually made Sardonyx because I don't remember.
I think you made him like 5
If
foot
you-
something.
Yeah, if you're a medium-sized
I mean,
creature, you are still
keep in
going to
mind-
be like a lopsided.
You don't know. I mean, there is the uncertainty of if the person that was awaiting Korim has actually seen Korim before, and rather than just describe that, you don't really know that. So maybe you're betting on them having not, and you kind of sell it that way. Is that the idea,
Hang on.
or
I
no?
want to see, and I want to see if it can fool Jev. Can I
Sorry?
do like an insight check with advantage or something,
On what?
just to see like how close it looks, like if it could, like if it would be able to fool somebody else.
Korim is like 40 feet tall. Sardonyx is like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
So it would be what? So
Yeah.
like 1 foot of change would just mean a 6 foot tall, like it would be twice the size of a
Yeah,
Korim
yeah, it's
normally
still
is.
double. Yeah.
Well, faster believe.
So you're saying, okay, not even
Wait,
worth
is
it.
Korim
Okay.
3 feet tall or are they smaller, like 2 feet?
They're
No,
3
3
feet
foot
4, something like that. 3
Hmm?
foot 4, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, like even if this Sardonyx is like double the size of Korim, they're like a lanky
Maybe-
looking Korim.
Maybe you should say you're his older brother.
No. Foolishness.
Nah, I don't think he's that tall.
Oh, yeah, this is before we get there. Shush, shush, shush. Come along, come along.
Okay. All right, so we get there.
Okay, you get there, and the person I described with the tattoos is out there looking at you, and they see they seem a little odd and confused.
I just need you guys to know. It's something I can't do.
Excuse me. I'm trying to make a consistent voice for this guy. I think I'm gonna try to make it consistent now. Who are you? Ugh. Who are you? Avian Corim? Hello? Hello?
Yes. I am Coron. Did you not see my sign? Did
You
you
were just
see my sign?
how? What is it? Well, given it for okay, meta question. That is. Do you think it's like 10 miles away? Would it be visible?
Yes.
It only lasts an hour though.
I made it very big.
Well, they kind of look to you and be like, I did see an odd cloud. Oh shit. Are you? Wait. I think I get it now. Or do I? Can you show me the document?
They stole it.
You are taller than the information I was given at Corum.
I surely don't know what you're talking about.
Corum is
I look at
the
myself
the one.
examining how I've always been.
Are you telling me that? How deep does this go? How would you like you at this point to roll a deception check for the stuff you said so far?
Oh boy. Here we go.
2 nat ones.
Oof.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Even Jevin
Oh, wow.
believes it for a second.
I guess some of my information must have been misled on purpose. It's a spy? Have we been? What is going on? If the information I was given was wrong, and you are taller. Oh shit, we gotta. Who's the rest with you? Come this way. We have some stuff to do. Follow me. I think I fucked up. They kind of guide you through the area, and you kind of notice something as you kind of walk through here. Down here, there seems to be some Goliaths, but there's also some Goliaths over here, and the insignia of the ones over here on their tents seems to be that of the Frostpit clan, meaning Dorax clan as of current. Yeah, just so you know, there's this place has gone on a weird peace order. Anyone within those that wall, that final wall, that shamanic wall, anyone within here on the coast, there's a no conflict order. If that's broken, things, especially if it's against the Frostpit clan, things could go pretty bad. The expectation being the Frostpit clan will send in forces here in like however long it takes, and the peace organizations will be over. So we're real trying to make sure things go well with that. Boy, come this way, and they take you to the hall, and you finally kind of open the gates, and I will put you on that battle map. Okay. So you all see, and I might add a couple more creatures to here, that are going on. But the basic idea is there's a lot of Goliaths over here, and then there's a few people kind of moving around here. You see Korim at the end, writing things down in a book. And it looks to be meeting the talks are about to start soon. Snowcap is by them. And the person with you, Oglaf, is visibly kind of spooked because they're in the belief that the person who they fought was Korim was a different person, and that basically down the chain there's been some type of changed information about your height to make it seem like the fake Korim is the real one. Let's see. Jevabu, and Sardonyx, you can put your characters down on here if you'd like. Also, Sardonyx, you would recognize one of these people as one of the people you saw in the hall in Nor. And then you recognize these two as some of the SunderClan people that you saw in Nor as well. Sardonyx, you would also know, because I think, actually maybe you wouldn't know. Given the understanding of things, you know that these guys are clearly of the Frostbite clan. Okay. What you guys do? Within the context of Oglaf starting to head in the direction of Korim.
Get up on the phone. Right your wrongs.
Okay. Korim, Oglaf seems to quickly move right behind you, and they look kind of a little angry and distraught. Who are you?
I am Korim, Truth Seeker, the person you let in, knowing who I was.
But yes, but it seems there was I saw a thing in the clouds. And I didn't want to believe it, but there seems to be.
What did it say in the clouds?
Oh wait, Medawai Sardonyx, what exactly did you write? Because I didn't. It was at the "Do not trust the bird creature." What was it?
I will
Sardonyx?
rewrite it.
Huh?
I'm rewriting it now.
Oh, did you post it somewhere? I actually forgot if you actually posted it somewhere. Oh, okay. Okay. A bird creature. Stop a bird creature, they are fake. Okay. It said that stop the bird creature, they are a fake. Can you have... If I'm to believe what they were saying, then that would mean that, one, somehow the information I was given to you was lied about the size, which at this point I might have to believe. And two, that you've somehow stolen from them.
I am literally with the messenger that got sent out to retrieve me.
Well, what if they got out to retrieve the wrong person? You look exactly like... Let's do a test. Okay, medical question about a spell. If you were to... Okay, the spell that Sardonyx used, if you were to remove clothing from that, did that turn into the normal clothing? Like, or what?
Yeah, you'd know it straight away if you do that. Any physical inspection will prove it. It's fake.
Okay. They start to inspect you physically, Korim. Like, they kind of... Would you mind if I pull out with one of your feathers?
I mean, like, sure, if they really have to.
Yes, I do, because you could be a fake. And they kind of grab at it, and then they kind of pull for it, and then look. Do a... do you want to do any check, Korim? You don't necessarily have to at this point, but would you if you want to kind of prove your case even more, you could do a persuasion, just I guess based off the.
I really feel like you're being foolish right now. Trying to prove this wrong. Like, you physically inspected me. I had the documents. I know where I was going. I was knowing what I was doing. I came with the message you sent to me. I'm going to be rolling persuasion.
No, I mean, well, I was saying meta-wise persuasion. Why would he say in character for you to roll persuasion?
I'm not saying that in character. I just didn't
okay,
out the voice.
Oh, okay. Okay. They kind of. They got a higher deception earlier, but 23 is still enough for them to believe you. So now they feel like they were okay. Either way, it works. They kind of seem to believe Corim, then they go back down, and they kind of seem to troll out after Sardonyx, or who is currently Vital Corim. Shit. Would you mind if I check something, Corim?
Yes.
Okay. They start to do a visual inspection of you, and they start to kind of pick at some of your feathers, and they pull one off, and it seems to change color to your Sardonyx feather. Actually, yeah. Do you let them do that? Yeah. And then they kind of look in confusion.
I've got another question. Where are they pulling this feather from? Because
I guess
that
yeah.
Is the truth.
I
It's like,
yeah.
Would
I guess
not be
your
there.
feathers are on your arms versus her. Yeah, he pulls out a feather, and it kind of like he puts his hand around it, and it just kind of phases through a little bit. Wait, is who? Huh? And they kind of grab your arm a little more, and they start to realize that this is clearly a illusion. Guards, help! We have a. Oh my gosh! Let me get some more spooky music.
intruder.
And they seem kind of aghast. What do you do, Sardonyx?
Wait, what are they doing?
They
they
grabbed your
actually
arm,
are
and
gonna-
and it was clear to them that this is an illusion. After they like kind of your like feathers phased from your arms phased through their hands. So like, what do you do? They just called guards, and guards are coming to your location. Some of it should look normal, but there's one guy who's rather tall and has like a big beard and is wearing like a skull helm, and has this like big ol' armor on him. He's kind of spooky looking. What do you do? And actually, also that goes the same for Jevabu. Attic right there is at this point really unclear if she wants to go for the whole thing Sardonyx doing. It's kind of stepping to the side a little bit, but they're not really sure. Jevabu, what are you doing? Are you sticking with the whole Sardonyx thing or no? Her guards would probably be around her and
outside.
supportive though.
Maybe outside the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick by Sardonyx.
I guess the trick is up. I came to see the peace treaty. Didn't think you would let me in if you knew who I was. And with that, she just kind of unforms from Corim. Oh, why is there an X on my face?
You instantly die.
Okay. As you do
You
this,
totally just
you
got
get
JFK'd.
Sardonyx, as you change your form, you immediately get many glances across the room. Some of which, though, look a little interesting. Like, as in, you notice some of these people have symbols of the Vetnor clan. Actually, wait. Well, that's a symbol. They look. One person you notice and you recall seeing from Nor. I'd say that much. But they have indication that they may be from a Vetnor clan, and they almost look like they recognize some people with you, the Hogan and all that. I'd say that Oglev kind of looks to you and I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is acceptable. Why would you lie about such things?
I just said
You could
I
have.
wasn't sure you
Things
would
could have
let
gotten
me
really
in.
harsh. We were at like a high. I guess you could. God, if I didn't know who you were, I would do things a little differently. You can stay here, but keep in mind that the primary subjects of debate here are the Frostbit clan, myself, and Korim. And the Aslo clan is present and has some function to speak here. You do not. I am. You almost caused a really bad circumstance here, and could have fucked this up by your little charade. So I don't want to. To make things the easiest, I'll just let it be, because I don't want to start anything. So just you can sit in and listen. Is that acceptable?
I mean, I'm already here. Why not?
Okay. Does anyone do anything in this given time? There's a couple of people to talk to before. It looks like things are starting to get started, but I don't want to like shoehorn into it if someone had anything they wanted to do.
I would talk to meeting guy, this guy, this guy, and ask him what was going on.
It seems, it seems to be that this woman who I recognize, or at least based on her description, they seem to be sardonyx of Ekdaler, disguise themselves as Balam and Korim, albeit they were a bit taller and almost tricked me. They managed to almost convince me, which I feel awful about. It makes me feel terrible that I would.
That's odd. I met. They were together earlier.
They were. Huh?
I would like to imagine Snowcap was also there when I was kind of getting shaken down about the handing over the documents.
Yeah, Snowball was right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell the guy about like, oh, when I mentioned the document, they were like weird about it.
Well, who is weird about it?
I forgot which. Out of character, I forgot which ones.
Sardonyx or the real Korim? I'm only asking. I didn't know if you're trying to revamp the. Oh, Mister. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I hope there's no foul play here. I'll make sure they get seated. Thank you for your guidance, though. I should mention, by the way, this space is kind of odd. This building has like a weird frost texture to everything. So everything looks kind of colder than you feel like it should be, and it doesn't really feel that colder, though. It feels kind of warm. There's a fire lit. There's some stuff, but there's this general. Despite that, it kind of looks like everything has like a bluish hue. And the room is like, you can see aspects of frost covering some of the structures, and as for touch it feels cold, but like moving your hand away, it doesn't like really retain that. It's hard to tell if it's an illusion or perhaps some strange reaction or spell from something, but there just seems to be a lot of icy conditions without necessarily the temperature that would bring. Finally, though, it seems to be that some people start to talk, and finally, Agalaf goes to Korim and, are you ready? The talks are about to begin.
I mean, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. The bit here we're trying to get is that, now that you've made those changes, the people here are safe. I am really worried about that. As friends of yours? Were you with them or something? Snowcap said that
I
you
mean,
had
I was traveling with them,
been
but
with
they
them.
wouldn't sign the contract, so I didn't tell them. And then when they found
Oh,
out,
boy.
they got pissy.
Oh god,
And well, I mean, Corin's gonna point to Addict because I'm assuming he's,
Attic, yeah, well, Attic's been kind of went to the side and was a little unsure what to do for a while, but Attic's now been talking to people.
yeah, he's
yeah.
gonna point to Addict. Yeah, she kind of threatened me, like really hard.
I'm gonna ask that person to leave. Wait, did the large mammoth,
No,
or the
Deborah was
Sardonyx
fine. Sardonyx, like, kind of.
Okay, I am
In a
going
very
to
passive way.
talk to some guards, and some guards go up to there, and Attic seems kind of pushing. Attic looks really mad because Attic seems to be staring off and sees the other person here in the room with the armor similar to her, but it's much taller, and she just has this like ire of anger. But some guards managed to push around. Sardonyx, do you do anything? It looks to be that like you're trying to get Attic out of a room, but Attic looks like she might do violence.
I'll take care of her. You no need to worry.
Okay. Attic looks to you. Do you not see what's going on here? Do you not?
I do. Girl, pay attention to your surroundings. Are you asking to be slaughtered?
I'm going to have to step out. I don't want to even engage in this.
Take your time. Take your time.
Attic almost is the guards kind of end up kind of pushing her out because of the accusations and stuff, but she goes peacefully. Albeit is clearly eyeing the shit out of. Actually, then she goes to Jeff, we can talk later. I don't trust her gang, and she points to the person way over here. Before she's kind of sent out of her room.
Okay.
Finally, though, proceedings seem to start. An old man seems to start to lead things. Looking to be good evening, everyone. Ooh, it's a rough day, I guess. I am Skadden of the Aslo clan. This meeting today will determine the safety of this village and the certainty of trade and peace in this region. I recognize that there are many here who are at odds with the circumstances today, and understand that in order for everything here to function correctly, we cannot have violence. I am very worried that the outcomes here will be very disagreeable to some, but it is within our space that we go for what is necessary. With all that means, I would like Korim to come forward and present the cases. What is the kingdom that has the Jarl of Gresshelm stated? What are their guidelines per se of this?
Like, you want to know the policies?
Yes,
Or the purpose.
state the policies, or at least give an introduction to your case here. What the conditions are.
Right, and for one, I'd like to make sure people know what I'm saying is the truth. I have the ability to cast Zone of Truth.
Via the normal means, or do you have the jar?
I'm choosing the normal means.
Okay. How large is the Zone of Truth?
Like 15 feet.
Okay.
If you wanted to flavor this, I think it's absolutely reasonable to homebrew a special diplomatic zone of truth that encompasses a large room because Korim was sent for this express purpose. I think that'd be thematically super cool. Just a thought.
I'm not against that.
I
I'm
think
going to say that due to the strange otherworldly conditions of a room, and maybe and perhaps this version of a spell you're casting with the special techniques you've learned to cast this in this way, it kind of goes out a larger area and kind of extends across this whole room.
All right.
I will go for that. I think that is cool.
it just made sense. Like, he was set here for diplomacy, like, and knowing he has this ability, like, truth is important, and it just made sense, you know?
For those who do not know, I will know if you, try to resist the spell.
While we're going at it by raw, they have to make a check every 6 seconds until they fail. So it's functionally it's very near impossible to completely subvert Zone of Truth. You will fail eventually unless you move out of the radius, which now is the whole room.
Oh, one thing I forgot to include is there was a giant here. There was a big one.
You can also choose to fail, which
Yes. You can choose to fail any spell. Yes, just so everyone knows, the truth. Anyway, the first purpose is it's like the peace treaty, obviously. The first purpose is the protection of the dwarves. The second purpose is to prevent Dorak from attacking Grassholm settlements. The policy one is Goliath restructuring. Damn, it kind of out of character. There's so much to try and go through at once.
I know. Could you give? Okay.
I've made leaflets for everyone.
You kind of start to pass them out, and people start to kind of read the bits.
They are literally leaflets. They are like big leaves with the writing on them.
Oh, like from really far. I would say that if you had it, are they like dried leaves, or are they like?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because for context, you're at a place where to find leaves that big, they would be nowhere near here. There's some like small like bushy plants, but like big leaves would be far away.
I imagine he paid off like a druid back when he first got this assignment.
Yeah, that or you or you bought like banana leaves that came in from really far away. Yeah. But yeah, you look through. They seem to look through some things. And finally, the large figure with armor begins to speak. I understand what you are giving here. I represent Dorak when I am here, but also I have my own interests as a member of the Frostpit clan. But what I mean by that is I represent the Frostpit clan as I speak. I am enthralled by this. Okay, quick question for Korim. Did you... how do I phrase? Let me just make quick of this because I don't want to misstate something. You didn't make any changes to number 1, right? Just number 2?
Yes.
Okay. I am great interest in how this is set up. I understand that perhaps in other situations, some pseudo-alliances that are weak but present would be of an issue to us. However, this works out quite well. Given what has already occurred, I'm in the understanding that your log is... Wait, and by the way, do correct me if I say anything wrong here. Actually, before we do this, did you give a leaflet to Snowcap?
Yes.
Okay. Snowcap, there might be one or two things in here that are meta. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that really quickly. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to send the Let's see. I'm gonna copy and paste this and actually give it to you. Actually, yeah. Who would it? How many did you give? Did you give one to Sardonyx, or was it just?
I mean, yeah. Everyone got a leaflet.
Okay, in that case, I'll post it in Campfire Chat. Let me just make sure this is. You keep in mind, this is a little bit not perfectly as it would be written, but this is, up
It's
there.
the general gist.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remove some quick meta stuff because I don't
I'm
want
not
that in here.
Not writing a literal legal document that may, had a chance of never being seen.
Okay, I'm gonna remove certain part of the policy 4 just because it's too deep and you probably want to include that one. You probably wouldn't include this either. Okay, we're good. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I'll just send it there. But basically, there are 4 policies that you all see. There's Policy 1, Goliath Restructuring, and then the other policies are just Policy 2, Policy 3, and Policy 4. It seems to be that as you all read it, it becomes clear of a couple things. The Kingdom of Gresshelm will now consider all Goliath tribes north of the settlement of Wertengart and west of Giot, an island town, to be considered part of Dorak's domain, meaning that the Kingdom of Gresshelm and the Ulkel dwarves will not assist any Goliath clans in resisting Dorak and will view it as an internal affair and cannot get involved. Exceptions for individual settlements can be made. Then, in Policy 2, Dorak cannot raid or harm settlements of the Ulkel dwarves, and Dorak should not harm Gresshelm settlements. However, exceptions can be made for smaller settlements. However, and I'll write this in here, this does not apply towards Mossfelver, which is to remain safe. Meaning that for smaller settlements, Dorak, like as in small villages per se, there is some leeway that Dorak has in terms of raiding those places. Dorak cannot use the Heart of Frim to steal Redacted. If Dorak uses the Heart of Frim to do this, the Treaty of Peace is not and war will be declared. In Policy 4, there is a possible transfer. If you wish to have a... let's see. Yeah. Policy 4, if you wish to acquire anyone of significance to the Old Order... Actually, I'm gonna reread that. Policy 4 should just be that possible transfer is acceptable, of prisoners or items is acceptable. or of prisoners or items is acceptable. Yeah, let's make it real simple. Okay, so back to the case. The large person seems to go to you. Kororem! Kororem! I wish to say that I am of interest and happy of the choice of policy 1. But I would like to know, could you give some examples of acceptable rating sites for in regards to policy 2? What are some villages that could be rated, per se, that would be small enough and accepting in regards to this policy?
I would say anything on the outskirts and has a population of under 100.
There's some talks to that, and some people bring up some stuff. Okay, based on my understanding, rake deer would be acceptable. Nurlog, we know well, given circumstances, is more varied in terms of its overall population, but due to some recent happenings, we know it's not over 100, so we can do that if we wish. And we already have. We've heard of some strange happenings with Falstad, so we don't know about that. But perhaps, we'll have to consider and send some diplomats to Norveger to confirm, but we know that Talev's too big. I have to say, this is intriguing. Mossfelver is small. It is like probably just barely 100 people, but it is not like it is. Actually, I don't even know if I call it that. It's like maybe like 60 to 70 people. Albeit right now it's got a lot more people with the people around it right now, and as in normally it's around there, but it has a heightened population currently. Yeah, 60 to 70. I might even be overgoing it there. I guess a lot of that would be, families living in the small links. I might want to re-envision that. It might be even smaller than that. But yeah. Good. I mainly understand that the case of this is to preserve places such as Flagerverg or Talev. So that intrigues me on that end. And I guess maybe Newverger is big enough. But I am accepting of your policy 1 and policy 2, I would say. Ugh.
Yeah, and what about
In
policy
terms
3
of
and
policy
4?
3, I am uncertain how to feel, but I think that can be made amend, and Dorak will not use that ability in regards to that. I know what that refers, and Dorak will not bring forth that Thunder God circumstance. Oh, I should say that. That's like a silly way of saying that. I guess it's more so about that which the Thunder God should fear, that of Frim. But either way, could you, in terms of transfer, I am a little interested in something. Do you happen to... Is there any reason to believe that anyone here present may have any corpses in regards to anyone of significance of our, as in the Frostpit clan?
I am not acquainted with all your members, so I would be unable to tell if they're significant or not.
Or giants we are associated with?
Yeah, no, Sardonyx have some giant heads.
In that case, as per the dealings, I would like those to be returned to me, in order for this deal to go through.
She is
will.
not like equated with the grass helm, so
Well,
this
she is
deal
in
has
this
nothing
room,
to do with
though.
me.
Is she
I
not?
was told that I am not a part of it.
she
They
kind of
would
she
not
more or less
mind.
gently forced her way in.
Well, in that case,
I'm sure you can settle this outside the settlement once the contract has been,
perhaps, but it intrigues me. We'd be even willing to give up, per se, even hostages we might have. Unless that's unfavorable. Or unfavorable.
I mean, you know, as much as I want to acquire the hostages, sadly, she is not underneath Grasshelm employ, nor my own, so I do not have the right to speak for her.
Well, given that they are in this room, and they had the means to, they could offer it now, but if they do not, then I guess that is fine. $1 will burn anyway. If that's all, I'm under this understanding. How long will this zonation of peace in this village persist?
Assumedly until you would receive a message that Grasshelm has, confirmed the agreement has been, signed. And
Giving my understanding of that document is magical, and thus they will know rather quickly.
at least a period of 1 month for
That is
inside the
acceptable
settlement.
in regards to, yes, that the functionality of that is acceptable.
So, are you agreeing to the document?
I am. There's so much I'm uncertain about, but I think this is of great intrigue. I think I will sign as a representative of Dorak, as I have come here today as. And they seem to bring it, kind of use a pen, which is tiny in their hands, and they start to. Well, actually, do you pull the actual document to for them to be actually able to sign it?
Yes.
They start to sign it.
How good is the penmanship?
Okay. Okay-ish. Given they're wearing armor, not great. Okay, before we go on, I want to just make sure people are cool on this. Is everyone aware of the locations of Wurtengart and other things? I know some of you kind of like dupe out when it comes to the geography, but this is really important.
No.
No.
Okay. Wurtengart. Okay, are you guys on the map right now?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah.
still are. You shouldn't be. I'm sorry. You guys were supposed to be on everything. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Oh, I think I put a giant here. You guys must not have seen. Okay, Wurtengart is over here. Right here.
Nope. Nope. Over where?
And
Nope.
Where?
Down,
Sorry,
down,
one more time?
down.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like the Polish inspired place, kind of. Whatever.
Okay, well,
Then, the Yote is right by the among us, and so basically, in this corner, this general corner, all the Goliath territories that are not Frostpick are now considered under Doric's free reign to attack those, and the dwarf settlements and Gresshelm settlements cannot like assist in helping those people fight off Dorak. That was the big case in here. I just want to make sure everyone understood that, because I didn't want to. Okay.
Sure. It's great to understand it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people not there who can't say anything, and even the people who are there can't say anything because
They can try. They can make it. They can make the risk, but albeit Sardax was kind of gifted the choice to speak as a
No, I was not gifted no choice to speak.
Okay,
He told
not
me
by
to
the people
not.
there.
Here's what I'm
but-
saying:
you're
the
right,
contract
you're
was
right,
written
you
by
weren't.
people who aren't there, and being signed by
No, no,
people who don't actually care about what the party thinks. So,
Well, yeah. I'm just saying if they if Sardax tried to do something, she could try at least. My main point here is I wanted it to be clear that people knew
We're
What was
literally
being
watching
Mhm.
President Donald
Which
Trump just
I
sign executive
can't
orders, and there's
do
nothing we can do
or
about
say
it.
anything.
Okay. As they sign it, I am in the understanding that you, Corim, had the means to edit certain aspects of this, and you clearly have for some of it. Is that Sardonyx over there not a friend of yours? You're so willing to sell them out.
I mean, I traveled with him for like maybe just under a week.
Oh. Ah. Is there perhaps a reason you chose to do this? Maybe, or was it just a case of them not trusting you per se?
I mean, I offered them to sign the guarding contract to guard me here, and then they would have seen everything, but they said no, they don't need the gold. So
Ah. So if they did sign it, I would be understanding they would have permission to read it to some degree, and thus their distrust of you would have led to the demise of their clan. Is that not true?
speaking, literally, yes, I guess.
And they kind of look in Sardonic's direction. Ah, that is quite wondrous. You know, I would be okay with having them have a say here, but it's a little too late now. And they sign it. Good day. I have one final question for you, though. Bird.
Wait, who signed?
Overrim.
Who just
Yes, he
signed?
seems to sign the document.
Wait, who does the
Okay,
Big man.
the big man signed it, which is
Okay,
all
big
we
man,
need.
big man.
Yes. What is it? What is your question?
I am interested
you-
in the wording of policy free.
Oh, but I've already signed it. Oh, actually, are you saying that to Corim? Oh, okay. But the large man kind of stays silent and seems like they're about to speak, but then they wait to see what the Herringon is saying, out of intrigue.
Why does it specify that Dora cannot use the heart of, it specifically mentions the heart of Firearm to Steel redacted. So does this allow him to use other methods to steal it?
I mean, legally speaking, I would guess, but like, it's also a literal peace treaty, so you can't exactly like march in there and take it. So,
But he could send someone else to steal it for him.
That's outside of the scope of this meeting.
I will say that is of interest, but simply put, stealing it through any other means would be, how do I say it? Not just difficult, but perhaps almost immoral to use such item in any other means, given its sinful circumstance. The Heart of Frim is wondrous, but what it can do in regard to that other item makes that other item acceptable for our use, per se. If that is what I must say. But finally, my question for you, Kororim.
Yes.
Do you represent your clan?
In this matter, no. I come here as
I don't mean in this. Okay, generalistically, I've know not that much of you, so, but I know you are one of the Jarldom of Gresshelm. Clan do you belong to, if any? Do you associate with any clan?
I myself do not particularly associate with any, but if you must know, the Yokel clan.
Ah. In that case, some rumors I heard were true. That is of intrigue. I merely find it interesting. that if you are of the Yoko clan, you would be here today. But also, perhaps it's fated that you would. I... wish to know, is of the rumor of a siren having been seen at Yokosfell true? Or not, sorry, not Yokosfell, wait, actually, yes. Is there a, actually, let me restate that. Yeah. Is there truth of the presence of sirens at Yokosfell? Or more so, Door, albeit I don't know if you've had happenings there.
Do you mean the ruins of Yokelfell?
I know. Yes, the ruins there.
Yeah.
I know
What is the
that long
time
ago there were
period?
sirens there.
What is the time period you're asking about? Are you like recently?
Recently, has there been any?
A corpse? A decrepit, aged,
That's what I
old
was.
corpse?
Interesting.
But other than that, no, to my knowledge.
That's all I need to hear. Wait, in that corpse, it didn't happen to be holding anything. What did it?
It was.
Ah, I can make my assumptions. That is all. Finally, it goes back to the person who seems to have been started this or had their opening statement, which or not really opening statement, but opening speech of sorts. Let me actually put you back on the map. You guys should have probably been on there for a while. Wrong place. There we go. Okay. And the older man seems to kind of speak up again. I will state that this is of acceptance in regards to the safety of Mossfelver. Understand that now that this has been put in place, if any of you cause harm here, the case is simply put that the Frostpit clan has full reign to do what they wish. However, we will not, assuming you are not of our clan, any of our clan members are not able to harm those of, while they're here in this settlement, foes of the Frostpit clan, and vice versa. Any of you trying to start fights here, not of our clans, you are merely trying to do something you should not.
In other words, take it outside.
That this meeting of peace is now over. You may consume mead and hakarl and whatever you wish now. He says, looking a little somber, realizing it's clear that some of the people of the Azo clan here don't love the situation, but they do not want to be eradicated by the Goliath, the Frostpit clan. They are really kind of spooked. However, it's clear here that there wasn't really any mention of their other settlement, which had already been taken by Dorak, it seems. So it is just kind of the tensions are technically maybe over in some ways, but still a lot of people are still kind of finicky about things. Okay. Now let's see. What do you all do?
Zone of Truth would be dropped, either by time or just by current dropping it.
Oh, quick question. Did I? I don't think I lied at all. Did I? Sorry.
John
Did
William.
anything like sound like? Sorry. Did I say anything that sounded like a lie? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't believe I misinterpreted. I don't think I. Yeah, with the Hergang speech, I was pretty clear. I didn't say anything that was incorrect.
Being incorrect isn't a lie.
So I didn't say anything that was deliberately a lie. And I don't. I would say that one thing that came up when is I would say that when they mentioned I don't know how to frame this. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. I just want to make clear. Okay, we're on something. Okay, that's all. What do you guys do?
Karam will
Snowball,
go
do you
over here.
go up to the chieftain?
Yeah, and be like, hey, can I discuss the fur policy with you a little bit more private because it's about a redacted item.
I must be simp straight. I don't actually know what that item would be. However, I believe there is a. They turn to their other acquaintance, the other person who leads this clan, which is Gaida, who has remained silent this entire time. She kind of looks to Snowcap. I can give you guidance in regards to that, for I believe I have an understanding. We can go outside to discuss it.
I would very much appreciate that.
Yes, we can. And she starts to walk you outside the building. Okay. Oglaf kind of looks around, seems to be good. And they seem to head to Korim. Wait, Korim, are you doing anything with her gang before we start, or?
You are under contract for me to get safely transported back to Grasshill.
Oh, I forgot to put that in the thing. Oh, sorry. For her, is her gang just to have you do that, or is like what party has to pay for it? Is my question. Medic-wise. Huh?
Them. They have to pay for it.
Okay.
Or get it to happen some way or another.
We can get you a boat here quickly. We can. Do you wish to? The people here may have some canoes or things. They may acquaintance. I can give you the money in order to sell one, in order to see if they can buy you one. However, I understand you could also. There are some ships they have. Sorry, I understand there are some ships here. I understand there are some ships here that you could perhaps pay someone here to take you out. I will give you. Here, let's see. Is 150 gold enough for that?
I'd assume so. If not, I'll probably come back.
That is understandable. I wish only to be clear in that, albeit I will not be in the settlement for too long, as I have things to attend to. I have waited here long enough for you to arrive, but I am surprised and happy at what you have brought to me, Okorim.
Yeah. I remember if you need legal help in the future, I'm assuming you could find me fairly easily.
Okay. Okay. As you walk away or whatever, I would say that Oglaf starts to go closer to you. Korim, would you mind if I go with you on your choice to leave this settlement? I am not from here, as same as you are not from here. and I have a part of Steve as well. I'm in the understanding that I know where we will be paid. However, there are means to which that payment become faster than normal. What were you under what understanding were you of how our payment would function?
I was under an assumption we'd probably need to go back to the people who hired us to get paid.
Okay, then Gress Helmet is. You are fine with me riding with you, correct?
Uh,
As per standard.
more the merrier.
Okay. I'm in the belief that our spy is safe, I think. They didn't seem to offer them, but I don't. Well, they offered some people. I don't know if that's who that was, but we'll see.
It's out of our hands now.
Yes. I understand, but one thing I do understand is that they were a Kenku. I hope that they were able to work things out, though.
But, I guess it's trying to find the when the boats are going to set off.
Okay. I have one question. You don't. Are you on? Do you feel you are now on extremely bad terms with those who you have journeyed with?
Not all of them, but mostly just Sardonyx.
Okay. I would be worrisome that you may have made an enemy, but we can do what we can, especially since we are important.
I mean, if they come to find out for range or anything, I'll just throw a book at them. Literally, I'll throw a law book at them. Then laws.
Yes. Okay. All right. Jevabu and Sardonyx. Are you guys doing anything?
Sardonyx? Amethyst? Debu?
Oh, so you're saying this person here is her gang?
Yeah, I would say they were introduced as so. Their name is her gang. Unless I didn't mention their name, I believe I did. But if I didn't, they are her gang.
Y'all did out of character. Okay. Did that happen like in character? Is there any way Jeff would?
Yeah, they would have been. I think they would have introduced. If I didn't mention their name as her gang,
Okay.
I'm gonna say they introduced themselves as her gang.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. And did now that Jovibu has this information that's her gang, did when Attic came in, was there, besides Attic's like outburst, can Jev remember anything between like her gang and
Attic seemed to stare at her gang and look in the direction, and they're really up. They did not seem happy about them being there at all. They seemed to really not like her gang.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I need to think about that a little bit.
Okay. People are now eating meat and whatnot. Sardonyx, were you here at all, or I know? I know people try to get our attention. Are they not? Sardonyx, you here?
If you're talking, you are muted on some level, so you're aware, Amethyst.
Yeah, they might have gone AFK, and I might have missed it. Okay. I'll quickly but I'll go right back to
Okay, wait, hang on, real quick before we move on.
I was going to Snowcat, but yeah, what?
Okay. Jovibu's gonna go up to Orangang. Or wait, sorry. Can you say her name or their name one more time?
Her gang. Oh, here. I'm just gonna make it so it's visible.
Her gang.
Her gang?
Here. Okay, can you see that?
No, I've seen it spelled. You can see it said
No, I know. You can see it's the token now. It's her gang. Yeah.
her gang.
Mighty creature, do you have any words for me?
My name is Jevibu, and I've traveled a great way. The great moose spirit of the flat elk, or of the great elk flat, has tasked me with a with a quest, and I must speak with you tonight.
Tonight? What location? Here? By the shore? Where?
Out in the neutral zone, just outside the city.
That seems interesting. Also, this is certainly not a city. That's a fun thing to call it. With who present? Besides you, is it just you? Jevabu, as you said. Answer my
Yes.
question.
There will be another, or there will be other vessels of the moose spirit present with us.
Oh! I know who you referred to.
You, me, anybody
And
that may.
that attic bitch, I assume. Have you seen her without her helm? She's quite cute.
I have not.
You should. Unlike I. Actually, who am I saying? I am wondrous. And they seem to take off their helm, and they look, let me see if I can get the image up. Oh, wrong section. Let me find it. Oh, I have it wrong place. Here? Oh. This is the most bad, just the way I can do it. Okay, but their face looks basically like this. They are, a little rough, I guess, looking. But they look okay. They are either a Goliath, most likely, but there's also the possibility of them having some, Stone Genasi present. It's hard to be certain, but it's definitely, given how gray they are and their physique, it definitely is. Actually, I might use it for else. But yeah,
Well, it is no beauty contest I am inviting you to.
oh, I know that. Or maybe it is. I want to make it clear. If you are trying to engage in what I might say as a duel, I don't know if that will go the way you're expecting. Is that what you're trying to engage here, a duel?
I do not.
Answer me. You are not?
If that is
I
the
kind-
will of, if that is the will of the spirits,
The
that is
will of
how it
the
will
spirit.
go.
Perhaps those nearby shamans might have some interest in the will of the spirits. The moose spirit is not something I fear. They can... in time, I will find my means to deal with or connect with them. But I have my own means of being what is rightfully mine in regards to titles. I already have a means to develop in that direction. Perhaps the moose spirit might be pleasant to hear that daily I drink the blood of meese, as you per se, plural, to fortify myself and become more like them. It is quite pungent, you see, and it's a necessary thing. I mean, we don't want the moose population to get too high to doom themselves. It's an act of carefulness, of care for the nature by me consuming such liquid. Do you wish to have some? I have some on me. In barrels, per se. Not too many barrels.
No, that is absolutely despicable.
I don't think so. I feel that moose love it when you eat their blood. Have you not spoken to such moose that enjoy the aspect of their blood being consumed?
No.
Then you need to see more moose. Ooh.
There are moose like that around here.
Perhaps farther south. I've even seen on one occasion I even saw the opposite per se of a vampiric moose from the Carden Kingdom. Was quite interesting when I gazed upon such a thing. I intend to get such a mount if I have a chance. Which those moose certainly like the blood of other meese, from my understanding. Okay, you can be. I'll meet you tonight.
Yes, again, I invite you to meet with me this evening
Okay, I gotta turn you up. I can barely hear you.
after sundown.
After sundown. Would you give me? Well, sundown's about to happen relatively soon, so I guess it's Well, actually, wait. 3, 4, 5. It's like I kind of was viewing this kind of as like 5 or 6 p.m. But okay. Which this is pretty far north, so wait a second.
So it'd probably already be sundown.
Well, I know, but also like.
Well, in
Wait,
like
this
an
is like.
hour or so then.
Is oh wait. In the northern hemisphere, in like Alaska, during the summers the time is long, but during the winters the day is short. Okay, there we go. And this is like late fall. Okay. Oh, not late fall. Sorry, this is early fall. I keep wanting it to be later, but no, it's like early fall. It's like September. Okay. Back to. Well, I'll get back to Norlis in a second, but quick thing, Snowcap. The woman with you kind of takes you outside, and she begins to speak. Snowcap, there are many circumstances that you misunderstand when you go farther upon the world, but there is a weapon which can cause unimaginable harm. Even something such as the Great Blade, Tearfling, is nowhere near as capable in terms of sheer brutality and destruction. The god of thunder, 4, wielded a... Sorry, the god of... Oh, I shifted this. My voice a little. The god of thunder, 4, wielded this weapon of Mjolnir. However, simply put, there is one which could steal it. One which could wield it that was not 4. And that was Frim. Frim, the ice giant, has always had the capability to wield such a thing, just as 4 does. Due to their shared blood, per se. Us, long ago, as our wonderful Aslog lived 1,000 years ago, so did one known as Forfin, and they were gifted a mortal equivalent of Mjolnir, a truly powerful weapon. That is what I believe that ability will allow Durak to steal. I'm in the understanding that Mjolnir is not very close by here, so it must be via a distance. But that is my understanding. Be very careful when you share this information.
I was worried about the U-bow.
That I feel that it is a good time for it to be given in the hands of someone. I do have a worry, though. I have reason to believe that its string is, well, the string it has had for a while is improper. It is not the true string. I have reason to believe that the string of that bow is present either north or south of here, one of those Goliath ruins, or perhaps maybe in the island of Jokul. I'm not sure, but I have reason to believe through the spirits I have spoken to that string is somewhere else. However, the bow itself, I know it dwells in to access it. I believe, well, first of all, I believe you are ready to wield such a thing, even if it is not ready to be wielded itself. Its mere presence here is of great significance, and perhaps it may be noticeable when it is gone. However, I think it is necessary for you to take it. Do you know the sea cave by our village?
Yeah.
You must swim down there. In that cave, there are several walrusi, or walrus, or yes, they are quite dangerous, the dire walruses. If you're able to sneak by them or fight them, you can venture on. There's a chamber directly below this building, and that is where the U-boat has been left. I am in the belief that we did leave a guardian of sorts to guard it, but it should be no problem for you if you have proper allies, which, given circumstances, it might be worthwhile finding some. Not to say that we of the Clown don't support you, but I understand that you may have interest in leaving our village soon. Is that true?
Perhaps.
Well, if you act as a singular individual, you can achieve what we cannot. I am not happy about today's policy, even if it protects us, as it dooms others in ways that I feel are unsavory. Find allies whom you can travel for and from here, and do what you must. I understand what is to be done, but with that bow there is much you can do. There is other things I worry about, though. Would you mind if I tell you quickly?
Yes.
Firstly, Skeek. That creature. I fear that when you next leave, I fear that that thing may become a problem. I believe it is feeding upon many caribou, but it may be causing more harm and may consume the flesh of man and beast and human and Goliath and anything now, even you. It's young, or will prey upon the land. Be wary. But also, something of even greater danger, that of the Clam Druid. I believe they are coming to these lands very soon, and I worry greatly for what they may do, for I do not know if they are one who is reasonable, per se. Is there any questions you have from me? I can ask anything you need. I understand we do not speak often like this, but I feel that you are ready.
You will protect the village if I'm gone.
That is something I am certainly capable of doing. I'll be, unless, of course, if certain things happen, I can only be, I am only so powerful, but I do have the capabilities to protect this place, especially via our shamanic wall. I do not think Skeet can pass such a thing.
Let's hope that's true.
There are other things we could maybe talk again at a later time, and for perhaps others who could tell you about your parentage, but that is maybe a different day. Have a decent night, per se. And tomorrow or tonight, I would recommend you find who you need and sequester that bow and leave here when you have a chance. I fear that the Frostpit clan may try to do the same, which we technically can't really stop them if they get there first, can we?
I will make sure to get the bow. I have a few people in mind that I can ally myself with.
Yes, remember, it will not be as truly powerful as it once was until its original string has been strung back through it.
I will seek
I
the
give you my
string.
guidance.
I will seek the string.
Good. Have you a good night. And she walks back into the building. Okay. Sardonyx, are you back? I guess not. Nope.
Are you muted?
I'm going to assume that something happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I also sent them a DM and they just have not responded. So yeah, I'm assuming
Yeah, I
something
assume
happened.
something IRL happened, or like their internet's really bad, or I don't know. I don't think there's a hurricane or anything. Okay. No word. Okay, I'm just gonna go. We're kind of getting kind of late, so I'm just going to go real back to the rest of the party, mainly Abaddon and Norlis. The day has gone okay. There is by the way, I don't know if at the end of this, since there's still some stuff to do, I'm not gonna necessarily do a
Just keep talking.
Nah,
We can figure out what's going on in a moment.
I don't think I'm gonna do a long rest at the end of this session. I mean, I guess I could from your perspective, but next session, unless we do it this session, Jevu still needs to do their thing. I might push that to next session. So basically, what has happened is the Blue Ravens kind of talked a bit. I think tensions have probably eased a little bit, and Zelgamp has probably better explained themselves a little bit, kind of apologizing for any confusion and kind of trying to amend things. As a whole, I think you would learn a couple things about Quorum from some of the party members, and then also Jevabu, since they knew them too, which I forgot to do some more interactions or whatever, albeit they only met Jevabu like once. Abaddon, did you continue just to stay with them for the night, or did you have any change of heart?
He stayed with them during the night, and
Okay.
pretty much once most people woke up, he kind of got his stuff together and then.
Ooh, the night hasn't quite happened just yet. But
Okay,
if that's your
okay.
plan, you can save it your plan.
Yeah, that's the general plan. Wait till
Okay.
everyone's awake.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an option. Jebabu's the main person this applies to. Do you want to end here, or did you want to do the meet the 2 moose knights outside the village? We could do that. We can do that first thing next session. Otherwise, I know some of the other sessions have gone a little late, so I wanted to, kind of put it at a reasonable time. But it's up to you.
We can either way is fine with me. We can do it. Okay, let's keep going.
Thanks.
Let's keep going. Okay, so after the thing, after the political stuff in the blue tinged longhouse, Jevabu's going to like go out of the town.
I can give
Try
you a battle map to use if you wish. Or just a map to put you on if it's outside. Actually, yeah, this works. Here. This is like a road outside of a town.
Okay.
Unless you're going on the coast.
I want to like go out, like away from the town a little bit. Find some moose.
Okay.
Or attempt to. Can I
Do a survival check first.
Okay. Hell yeah.
You search around the area and looking for indication of moose tracks. You see all sorts of tracks, some elk or whatever, but eventually you find some moose tracks. Not too far from a good like mile and a half kind of back on the trail from where the just directly west.
Okay. I'm gonna cast speak with animals and tell him to, or tell the moose I find to go to like find like more of them and have them gather a group and come back to Malsfelter and try and find me in a little bit.
Do a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm a moose. I like grass. I think that is kind of ass. Why would I do that? Ah. Do I get
The great moose spirit of Flat Elk that shepherds over this land. It is necessary for a quest that he gave me.
do I get apples or something? I've seen an apple like once.
Yes, I will give you apples.
Wait,
Also,
apples are a real thing? I kind of like was wait, that worked? Moose, yeah. Moose. Do a
yes, if
perception
you
check. Sorry, not perception,
you-
persuasion.
yes, also have
Okay.
you have you heard of any moose around the area offering essentially it sounds like offering themselves for sacrifice to
No.
a large Goliath. Okay. Okay,
There's
I knew.
been some moose have gone missing.
That is all I need to hear. Will you find some friends and join me in a little bit?
Oh wow, that's not a good roll. I said oh boy, at advantage I said.
Oh, advantage? Okay.
Yeah, 4's not great.
Apple.
Oh, but your argument's. Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh boy. Boy. Uh, I don't
You feel good
know.
about that?
I don't really know about the. I don't care about the moose spirit. I just kind of want apples. But if we're gonna. How many apples do you even have? Do you have enough apples for us all? Moose. Okay, I don't know what I was doing. Moose time apples is what I need because I'm a moose and I have the need. Okay,
Yes, I will give you and your friends food.
because I'm really not believing you will right now. Doing a persuasion check. I'm giving you this. I should have just thrown you off with that, but I want to see if you can get one good one. If this is not good, I don't know if you're gonna achieve this. Like at least above a 10. Why is it so bad? No, is there? Okay, what is it? There's no reason. You're just
just how it
extremely
goes.
unlucky.
That's just how
Okay.
it goes.
The moose kind of looks at you, and it's not really trusting really anything you're saying. It is uncertain. Oh god. Do you have guidance or anything? Or not? Guidance is gonna help you that much. Oh boy.
He failed.
I kind of feel like I shouldn't have had you done persuasion checks at all, but I kind of felt it was reasonable. Oh my god. Yeah, the moose are. Probably should have had you do that before you spoke.
Okay, I'm gonna use
yeah.
an enhance ability on myself and try again.
That would be accepting. That's the last thing I'll give you. But the moose is looking like it's really uncertain. It doesn't really care about the moose spirit all that much. It's uncertain you have enough apples, and you're kind of big and scary, but also it's kind of big and scary because it's a moose.
Okay. Please, the fate of your lands.
Okay, I'll give you advantage if
It
you're doing Fate of the Lands. Okay.
Depends
Advantage
on
and with
this.
Oh, you already get advantage because of that. Okay, I'll give you
I would like you and your people to have some kind of say in the future.
I'll give
Plus,
you an
it'd be
additional
really
plus
cool if a
2.
bunch of moose show up when I'm doing this.
Okay, roll.
So,
Why? No. There's no way. Do a bunch of more rolls. There's no way it's that bad. There's no way.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god. No, okay.
Oh.
There's no. Why is it that bad? Like, okay, no, okay. I'm gonna roll once, and it's gonna be like an 18 or a 17 or something. Let's see.
Not
Yeah.
one.
Just get another one out.
Okay, a 9 and a 10. Okay, like, oh
That's
god.
rough.
Oh boy, I feel so bad.
Are you
Okay, the
cursed?
moose is
Which
just
dog do you
not is
anger?
like you're almost getting it. The moose is just not selling it. It doesn't think you're genuine. It doesn't like maybe its vocab is not as great as you think it is, so it's maybe not understanding everything you says. You could maybe look for a different moose. Oh my god, yeah, I would have just got a 19. Okay, they have a plus 8, but it's like a what, a 12 or 11? Yeah, 11. Like,
I mean,
wait.
sometimes the rolls
Okay.
just are bad.
Oh my god. Yeah. This is insane. Okay, yeah, but Moose just doesn't trust you at all. Like it's just you're nice, but you just something out your words just don't go through well. You're just not making your case that well. I mean, you're saying the right things, just not in a way that really appeals
just-
to the Moose.
Which is not Yep.
So the Moose kind of just wanders off. Oh, I feel so bad. You could have had a cool thing going. Okay, what do you
Okay.
do?
I'm gonna search the area where
Nonetheless, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see that 60.
I'm gonna search the immediate
No.
area here for some moose droppings.
Okay, we're looking for more moose. Okay, maybe a moose that's you have better luck with.
No, Nornless, we're gonna have to see your character sheet for a second.
You want me to roll a survival for that?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, go for it. Roll another survival.
Boom. There we go. I find a big pile of moose shit. I find the
Yeah, you
biggest
found
pile
a
of
bunch of moose
shit.
shit. What are we? Okay,
Oh
there's
my
some
God.
flies in the moose shit. Are you gonna attack the flies? Or are you gonna use that to track down a moose?
No,
I'd say there's a moose not too far from moose shit, but there are some flies.
I need some of the moose poop. I'm going to take out. What do I have? I think I have a pickaxe or something. Yeah, I'm gonna take out like my war pick and use it as a tool to get some of this moose poop in like a little like like herb pouch or something, like a little spare pouch I got.
Okay. A moose like 150 feet away does look at you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look and it's like, I'm gonna look at him and say, I'm not even gonna try, but cast if it's been over 10 minutes, cast speak with animals again. And say, I'm not even gonna try, but if you want, if you get a bunch of friends with you, follow me and I can feed you. And then I'm just gonna go about the area, picking up sticks for fire. And then I don't know, within 10 minutes of the cast, see if I can find any more moose and try and persuade them. Or not really persuade them, but say like, hey, we'll give you food if you follow me back to this town.
Okay, you see a moose. Nearby. What do you go with it? Try to Oh, sorry, wrong place to post this. Yeah. Do you I'm sorry. Did I miss? I think I missed something. What were you going to do with the moose droppings?
I need those for Moose Knight thing. To get rid of their power, I think is what the Moose Knight said,
Oh,
or the Moose Spirit said to me.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'd be weird if it was something else. I'm pretty sure that's what you told me.
Okay. All right. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, you do see a few moose. One of them's near you. What do you do? You want to try to talk to it again, or just trying to offer it like an apple or some grass or something?
I'm just gonna use speak with animals if I have it.
Okay, again. Okay.
Left over from 10 minutes and say I don't even know if it's worth trying, but if you can get some friends to follow me back to town here, I can get you some food. Apples.
Really? Apples?
Yes.
I've only heard of such things in
nice solid
dreams
10.
and rumors and in moose-based traditions, and I'm a moose. Apples. Do a persuasion advantage.
Okay. I got 10 on the first roll.
Okay, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna be
That's
mean.
good
I'm gonna be
enough.
nice. If it's below a 10, re-roll it. I'm gonna see if you can get something. If it's an 11, whatever, but re-roll that 9.
I got a 10 and I'm fine with these.
Okay, the moose looks to you and it's like it's not hard to sell them on the apples. So it goes and like goes to find some more moose friends. Yeah. So do you then return to the settlement? And where you're meeting place with the 2 moose knights?
And I want to start building a fire.
Okay. 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 All right, just in the settlement or by the area, like outside the settlement, or what?
Like outside, like in the neutral zone, kind of in an area. I don't know how crowded it is, but like probably like in an area like kind of in the middle, not
Oh,
like
you mean
super close to either of those
okay?
two tents.
Okay, I didn't know. Oh, so it's still in the zone where you can't find anyone. Okay.
Yeah, the demilitarization zone or whatever.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you built a fire there. The soon some hours pass or around getting up to that point. And I'd say Attic starts to look around for you and then kind of finds you. Also some moose are gathered outside the settlement.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! And oh sorry, and I totally forgot. I need to go into town and buy a bunch of like fruit and vegetables real quick
Okay.
before
You're gonna okay, go for it. There are no shops here. There is the
oh
hall,
my god, what?
which yeah, this is a small settlement. There are no like clear shops here. There are a bunch of like small homes. Some people might have apples. I would say you saw apples in the Great Hall, and some people were eating them. But the apples are definitely not from here, and were probably one of more like, they were likely from some settlements in the Flaker clan, or maybe farther south. Probably even farther south than that. Apples are not, do not. Well, some apples grow up here, but not many. This is like the tundra. I don't think tundra apples are a thing. But yeah, you could go to the hall
No.
and try to steal some apples, or just grab some apples
Okay.
and assume just
Yeah, I'm gonna try and nick some apples from
yeah.
around the hall.
Okay. I'm assuming. Do you like use your
Uh,
trunk to like zoop them up like a vacuum?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could do it other ways, but that's one way you could do that. Okay, people just.
I mean, that's the
I'd
funniest
say
way.
if you do that when, I guess most of the folks there, like they're like, okay, why are you touching all the food? But then they see you do that, and it's like, oh, this is a cool thing. I didn't know it could do that. And so people like clap and are okay with you taking the apples because it was interesting, and they don't see that every day.
Okay, I got the
Snowcap,
apples.
you would have been back in the room. Do you do anything in regards to witnessing the apple removal via the trunk of destiny? Okay. Or did I call you Snowball again? Oh no, I don't know if I did. Snowcap. You're muted, by the way.
Wait, can you say that again? Sorry.
Better. Forever. I'll recall. You see Jebaboo coming back in here, and they seem to be zooping up apples into their trunk, and then so people clap, and then they start to leave. Do you do anything in regards to this? Like, do you
I might
stop them?
try
Do you follow
to
them?
sneak. I might try to sneakily follow just to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you follow them, and out in like an open part of the somewhere I'll put you guys on the map, I guess. They seem to be building like a bonfire, and you see outside of the settlement there's a bunch of like moose.
All right, and then as I get the fire going and the moose are gathering out there, I'm gonna take some of the apples and Let's see. Do I have another? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals again and say, "Oh, welcome, my friends. Please follow." I'm gonna kind of direct them towards the bonfire over here. Then we're gonna wait for the rest of the moose. 2 moose knights.
And well, you see Attic show up, and eventually her gank, with some, seems to show up, and there's some Goliaths of their clan, not too far away from them. But you guys are all in the peaceful zone, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess there's some people, but you know, they're not super close to their fellow individuals. What is? Let me see. What is this thing you have set up? They say, and look at you. And they look at Attic, and Attic just is not. Is just. They are pleasant to be here. They do not like her gank at all. Like they're not even. They're wearing like you've never even seen them take off their mask, and you can just tell via like body language alone that they do not like her gank.
First off, I would like to say this is not how I intended this meeting to go. But I did not intend for us all to be in the same place so conveniently. The great Elk Flat is under a period of great change. And the spirits sense this as well. The tides of spirit are too strong to resist sometimes. And nothing is out of the question of change. The honor of being dubbed the Moose Knight, the power and responsibility that comes with it, is to be reconsidered as well, as the spirits will this. And I'm gonna kind of gauge their reaction at this point. Can I do an insight check?
On Beaver or View?
Or I'll let them respond. Go ahead.
The larger one, her ganks. What is the point? What is the point of this? Do you not? I recognize that whoever controls Flat Elk determines whom is the Moose Knight. Such terms are not deeply important, but they matter to me, because, well, that's what I'd like to be known as. And they kind of glare at, they take off their helmet and, like, briefly glare at, Attic, if we're kind of standing a bit. And Attic kind of says, I'm fine with going over whatever need be here. I know what I am proper to. I am someone who respects the moose and respects its bond with nature. And I also, if it was in a different context, I would beat the shit out of this guy over there, but I cannot. I feel like I didn't answer a question you had.
No, I just kind of wanted to see what their response reaction is at. That's fine. Okay. No, that's good. Her gang.
What?
You may call yourself whatever you wish, but the great spirit of the Flat Elk, or the Elk Flats, no longer wishes to be a part of, or he wishes for there to be a change in order, and that is what I am here for.
Then what do you intend for me to do, Vin?
Well, as if I need to even ask this question, what would you do if you were put in charge of finding the next Moose Knight? What would you do if the spirit came to you, ask you to put aside all your preconceptions, everything that you believe, and to truly pick the best one for the job? What would you do?
I'm not some druid or shaman or monk or man of the lands, but perhaps in other ways I am, at least the latter. I've seen many a place, and I must say, simply put, there is an order to things. I would understand that, from my understanding, the one next to me has armor from those who were once, how do I say, set forth to be hosts for that moose spirit. Wasn't that true? I'd simply become the next host. That as a way to guarantee it. That's all that needs to be the case. Is it not? I don't need to do anything in particular to determine next one, for I can be that. And if I need that to continue, another, then when I am ready, I shall end my bodily form and give that host position to my next of kin. I feel that is a acceptable means to do these things. Or I can simply contain the moose spirit and do it in other means. I do not need to affirm anything. I stand by my own with my own strength. The moose spirit has not granted me any yet, but perhaps if it does, it will be out of fear, and I recognize what I am. Oh, did someone mute Sardonyx?
I just did because they just have the TV playing in the background out of nowhere. I was about to message them.
I'm feeling okay. I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm assuming that they had to leave for something. Like they had like a family emergency and just got up. That or I am.
You're good. Just focus on the
Does
situation.
anyone?
I'll chat with them.
Okay. We'll get in.
Yeah.
Oh, if they're chatting, let me know. That's important.
I'll let you know. But you're good. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I'm worried. Okay. Oh boy. You Okay. Yeah. Did you respond to that, Javu? Javu?
Oh, sorry. That is more humble of an offer than I anticipated. Attic, what would you do?
I'd find that which respects the landscape and understands its significance. But I'd also find one that is, with all honesty, tall. To be the Moose Knight is to be one that can wield this armor. Not to say that every Moose Knight needs to, but I feel that this armor is what it has become in its current state to be relevant to that position. And so it needs to be someone physically capable of that, who also respects the landscape, respects the moose spirit, and is one who can make a formal bond with a moose. Not non-romantic, obviously, but of friendship and camaraderie, which I have done myself. Sadly, Talco, my previous moose, was killed by dire wolves in the town of Borgard several weeks ago. I have yet to find another moose, but it's hard to simply let one go. Is that answer succinct? I can go into more detail if
Yes.
needed.
No. And if not you, Attic, do you know of any around that would be fit for the job?
If not me, I am uncertain. There was one. There was someone I believe to be of notable worth in the town of Aslog, but I do not know if they still live. They were a druid who understood moose in ways I'm not sure if I even could, but I do not know if they still live. I hope that they are in Fuel. That is where one of the places I wish to go in order to confirm their presence. I also recognize. Wait, let me find something. And if not just them, there is also others in the town of Fuel who may be of worthwhile. There is some who are part man, part moose, of you say, kind of like a centaur per se, who live in that village. They may be of worthy role for that position. And there is well, I am a little uncertain, but I have some belief that, per se, there is someone in this very village who could possibly be in that position, but they're not. I don't know if the role of a knight would per se be their circumstance, but in terms of spiritual and moose-based compassion element, I think that, well, I haven't spoken to her in a while, but Gaida of this village is quite adequate in terms of that. Just perhaps not the knight element. And I'm
Thank
not
you.
sure how. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Attic.
Eddick seems kind of happy with the response, and the other one just seems to kind of find it a little dorky and just kind of like grunts a little bit.
Well, I think I know now how I must make my decision. I've not been around these lands very long. I think it is wisest of me to travel around a little bit. find some more possible candidates for the Moose Knight. And we will meet back here in 10 moons.
Really? Oh, that seems really, that seems functional. I could do such a thing, depending on circumstances. Says Attic,
And
whom
what do
you
you
know
say?
already. Oh, sorry, go on. And
Yeah, I mean
organic
that's pretty much the idea that she.
Yeah. I was gonna say that she already has the moose powers right now, so it's like, and also wears the armor currently, so she's already kind of like in the position of currently having all that. Herngank seems to, with their own armor and their massive helm, seems to kind of nod a little bit. I would like that title, and the circumstances it brings, so I could do such a thing. If I am the only one who returns, would that make me the only possible Moose Knight?
If you are the only Moose Knight to return, are the only candidate to return, how would such a circumstance like that come about?
Well, let's see. You see Vincent Gaida? Gaida would likely have a heart attack or just decline. Maybe they do not wish to possess your role, or maybe they found unsavory. Then I understand that there is let me see if I think I know the name of the person in Aslog, and if they still live, I believe they are of known as Yefik. I can find Yefik's perhaps Yefik has already died per se, but if they haven't, I will show. Well, they may have hindrance towards me and try to take my own life, and I'll defend myself and cut their head off and drink their blood. But not for vampiric reasons, although it is something I'm interested in. But I have to, what it is, and whatever may dwell in that Offshagan, silly, Scotty worshipping pseudo village up there. Maybe they'll get harmed by some storm, or maybe they'll forget how to eat or something. I don't care for them, but yeah, maybe they'll starve to death somehow. And Attic can, maybe get lost or something. Maybe they just don't return.
I'm gonna make. Could I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Whether it's like how veiled are these threats?
They don't sound very veiled.
Yeah,
20.
you get the idea that this guy probably would like kill everyone except for maybe like well, given that like that random village out there isn't part of the Gresshelm clan, like he could just do whatever there. And in terms of the lady here, like that's the only one it's uncertain of, because like it's unlikely that he tried to screw over the peace treaty that just happened just because of that. But per se, if like that remains is mostly in regard to protecting the villages and not so much the like individuals. So if she goes outside of a village and something happens, well, it could have been any circumstance. Albeit there is general interest in person trades, there was always that. But like they might find something to do, but like they're the least likely to actually do something to Gaida. But it seems like they probably would take down and kill the rest of them if they can. Purely because they want that name.
He said that. Yes, those do seem like quite unfortunate circumstances that are very unlikely to happen.
Oh shit. Sardonyx, you there? Wait, what? Sardonyx, you there?
It sounds like your fan is blowing right on the microphone,
Did
and
you
we
say
can't hear
something?
you. They're back.
Okay.
I woke them up.
Oh, they fell asleep. Okay, I was afraid they had like they like I don't know, had like a heart attack or like a seizure or something. Oh, did they leave? Or okay, shit.
Mic
Oh, I
problems.
shouldn't have said that. Oh no. Wait, what?
It sounded like microphone problems.
Okay. Because for a long time they didn't do anything, so I assumed so they just fell asleep. Is that what happened?
Yes. But
Okay.
you're in the middle of a situation, so.
Okay, I was just worried. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
no,
for
no, you're
thinking out
fine.
loud
I
about that.
understand.
Okay, I hope he didn't say that caused him to leave. I didn't want to. I'm
No.
not like accusing him of having bad health,
Probably
heart
not.
health or anything. Okay, sure. Anyway, yeah. Go back to this. Sorry about that. Just I just want to make sure. Okay. Ba ba ba. Yeah. So what do you do now, Jabu?
Yes, I would be quite unfortunate and very unlikely if all those things were to happen.
Yeah, that is correct. His name was Yefek, though. Yes, that is correct. Says Attic.
So you will meet me here in 10 days, Hergank?
I will intend to. If things happen and I cannot make it, then it is what it is. But I will try to make it, since I wish to do such a thing. It intrigues me. It is worthwhile. I'm sure it won't take me. What? That dollar's not that far. If I rate it dollar, I don't think I'll be able to get there back in 10 days. Surely. Okay.
Am I being heard now?
Yep.
I can hear you. Yay!
Mm-hmm. Sound good? Okay, and then I turn to Teak or Attic and say, and you will be here in 10 days as well?
I shall, as long as I can't see if anything. Yes, I intend to be here in 10 days, certainly.
Good. We will meet again here in 10 days. And Attic, you said Haslog, Feehole, and Mossfelder have other potential candidates for Moose Knight?
Yes. Yes, I say so. I don't know if the person in Aslog is still there, given what happened to Aslog. But if they are still alive, I assume they would have gone to Fuel, or a couple other places. They weren't. They They never went to Flat Oak, from my understanding, and Flat Oak's taken now.
Thank you. I will start there. And then no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, I think we get to leave that there. Yes. See you in 10 days.
Okay, see you then, I guess. And Hergank goes back to his camp, and then Attic kind of stays along where you are a little bit, then kind of moves around a little bit. You do see the mooses are still present outside of the area. Did you ever give him apples?
Yeah, I gave them apples and led them to
Okay.
like the place around
Okay, so yeah, some
around
people
the
are looking.
campfire.
Some of the
It's just
Goliaths. Oh, sorry. Yeah, some of the Goliaths are looking at the moose. And some of the villagers and maybe their children are kind of like almost going into areas a little awkward. But you know, it seems to be most of the people in the wood wall area are not kind of getting out of it for the time being, just because of circumstances. Some of them do actually move out to go see the moose as like a fun little thing. Since all the tension of everything that's been kind of a lot, so like having something simple like that seems to mean a lot to some people. And some of them seem to be the shamans as druid people nearby, who seem to have been led by the woman who was in the hall.
Okay. Yeah, and you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go up to one of the moose after Hergank walks away and say, so how are those apples?
Is this the same moose you talked to, or a different moose?
I don't know. Probably different moose.
Okay.
I don't know how many there are.
Yippee! Apple is that what this is? Yippee! I'm a moose. I'm a moose. Moose. Ah! Apple is good.
You know what? Never mind.
Moose, yeah.
Yeah, never mind. That's it.
I'm a moose. Ah! And it fucking bites into the apple and it drops a little bit and it moves its like head down, and then just chomps the apple as it looks at you.
Okay.
Are you a moose?
Oh.
Moose. Ah!
No, I'm not a moose.
Shit.
But
Oh no. You're not.
but
No moose.
I'm here to look after the moose's interests here.
Yay, moose. Yay. But sad, you not moose. Moose.
Hmm.
Moose. Moose. Moose.
Which one of those two people I was talking to a couple minutes ago? Who do you think would give you more apples?
Smaller one. Big
Yes.
man who looks like he would eat all the apples and not give us apples. Or maybe that the one that took Jeffo. Jeffo, I miss thee, moose. Moose, 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 moose. Moose, 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 moose. Yeah.
Jeffo went missing around here?
No. Farther south of here.
Yes, another one said there are many going missing. It is rumored that one over there, and I motioned towards our gang. He is the one making them go missing.
Bad. Not Moose. Ah,
Yes,
spooky. I'm a
it seems
moose.
that way.
You're not a moose. Moose. Moose, 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 moose.
Ian, please stop. Just talk normal. They're
No,
not
this
They're not
moose does
They're not
Yeah,
Pokemon. They don't even know what a moose actually
this moose
is.
does. This moose is a moose. And they do a moose. Moose. Hey, I asked if it's a different one. This is just happens to found a moose. This
They're
moose
not
fits
Pokemon.
personality.
They're just.
Okay, well
they're
this
not
one. Hey. Reality is not this enclosed space. Certain moose can do this. Other moose are limited to like other circumstances.
Come on,
This
what's
one just
against
happens to-
whimsy?
Yeah, this is a whimsical moose. This is a. Oh yeah, you never asked your. You never
Titus,
asked this
do
moose's
you,
name.
do you have something against whimsy?
Yeah,
I
this
can
moose's name is
my
Glimpsy.
tolerance for moose is 100 mooses per day, and we're at 200.
Moose is Glimpsy. That's my name. I'm the moose, and I don't rhyme. That's not my game. Moose, moose, moose. Okay, what you doing, Jevavu?
Oh, I'm just gonna pat him on the head and say, yes.
Not a moose, but good.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
I knew I shouldn't have gone back.
Yeah, that's about it. Elk or deer, so maybe you'll see some elk later and you could have some fun with that. Or I guess caribou. Wait, no. Moose are technically deer. Yeah, moose are a type of deer, so it works out. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is kind of late, so I'm going to say that you go back to that. You guys managed to find somewhere to sleep. Is that everything you guys do for the night, or did any of you have other plans to do anything? Which I understand there's a lot, but I don't want the session to go on too long.
Oh, I can have as a way of getting trust, I can offer the party to sleep at my place. I presume I have a home in this.
You do have a home. It's not big enough to fit Jevabu, but you can fit the rest of the people in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be Sardonyx, maybe Attic, and do you invite Korarim? I assume not, but I could be wrong. I assume Korarim is like already on a boat.
Yeah, I assume Korim's
scalped.
Okay, so yeah, a long rest occurs. Oh, actually, wait, let me reframe this. Where is, yeah, you would suck my left wing. What? Okay, I don't, okay. That reminds me of something, but I'm not gonna mention it because it's too
You
wacky.
literally just said the siren version of "suck my left ball."
Oh, okay. Okay.
literally.
Before yeah.
Snowcap probably learned some things while observing Jevibu after the apples.
Yeah.
Man likes apples.
So, this is where we're gonna end it off. I'm going to say that you guys managed to get a long rest, and then those people back in the Elk Fort, in the next morning can do what they need to you have a teleporter, the teleportation scroll. Sorry, not scroll, but teleportation spell. And make the sigil and all that. We can do some of that in text, in the text RP perhaps. But I think that's where we're gonna end this session, if everyone's fine with that. Is everyone cool with that, or do you guys want to go a little more? Okay, 'cause
Fine,
we
yeah.
could go more, but I don't think we should. Okay. I think this is a good time to end it. I want to kind of be reasonable with the time to end these things. So, I am gonna do blue points. Who wants to go first?
I would like to decide on it.
Dre gave his to Sardonyx. We're trying to be them. Didn't really see. No, I'd say they came close to succeeding, honestly. If not for the fact that you were literally also there. In any other situation, they would have succeeded. I want to give my boon point to Jevabu for pursuing this moose thing. I think it's really neat, and I hold appreciation for it. So, boon point for you, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you. I'd like to say it was really good session RP wise for everybody in general. Like over half of people had like pretty big cool moments, which is really, really cool. But considering what everybody else has gotten boom points for so far, I'm gonna give mine to Forum for rolling along with Sardonyx coming in trying to look like him and doing a really good thing. He did a really good job just being a lawyer and getting the fuck out of there. Just doing your job and getting out.
A fucking job.
Doing your job, giving the least amount as information as necessary and getting out.
I am also going to give my boon point to Quorum for the lawyer stuff. The lawyer shenanigans.
Okay, is that who hasn't done a boom point yet? Also, that's a good one to give one.
You and Abaddon.
Abaddon, do you want to give one?
Kind of every point that I would have wanted to give was already said.
Okay, I'm gonna give two. I want to give one for. I typically try to avoid things that are given, but I'll be more specific. I like the way that I kind of asked some questions I think were actually a little bit mildly difficult for Corum, and I think they asked them well. Like I wanted to be like, okay, then what is it a village like this would affect? And they weren't sure like off the top of their head like which would be it. They could have picked one and guessed like population size of the place, but then they gave like a reasonable answer that then informed the rest of the stuff. So I really liked. I mean, not just how they did it, but the specific situations such as that I really liked for Corum. It was a nice like final bit for their character here, since everything's been leading up to this for them. And then I want to give my other one to Abaddon for I understand there was some for making a choice early in the session that really changed the session for what it was going to be. And even if that was maybe not the best choice for me as a DM, it was meaningful that they did it because it helped. It made sense in regards to what I think choices Abaddon would have made in that moment, in regards to like being convinced by Norlis and whatnot to make those choices. So yeah.
Thank you.